97.3.
Better than that.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
Went down into the deepest valley. Looked all around down there, couldn't find nobody. Oh no. I went across the deep blue sea. Couldn't find one to compare to your grace, your love, your mercy. Nobody greater than you. Did you search all over there? Said I searched all over, couldn't find nobody. Searched high and low, still couldn't find nobody. Nobody great, nobody great, nobody greater than you. And this is my favorite part. We'll go back in a minute. But lift your hands and say, and nobody can heal like you can. Oh, most holy one, you are the great I am. Awesome in all your ways and mighty is your hand. You are he who carried out redemption's plan. You are he who
The City Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
Say it together. I searched all over, couldn't find nobody.
This is the City Breakfast Show. The city's biggest conversation.
Nobody great, nobody great, nobody great, nobody greater than you. Say it again, nobody great, nobody great, nobody greater than you. We're not gonna sing it just a little bit. Lift your voice in here. There's nobody greater. Nobody great, nobody great, nobody greater than you. We love you, God, and we lift our voice and sing nobody greater. Nobody greater. Nobody, greater than you. Father, we love you. Yeah. There's nobody greater. Nobody great. Nobody great. Nobody greater than you. One more time in this room and then we're moving. There's nobody great. Nobody great. Nobody great. Nobody greater than you. Now open your mouth and worship God in here. Come on. Can you say it with me? Said I looked all over. Couldn't find nobody like you. Nobody like you. Said I looked all over. I couldn't
28 minutes past 6.
look all.
Nobody greater. I looked all over.
Nobody like you.
This is the City Breakfast Show on Tuesday, the 14th of April. And it's on your favorite dial, 97.3 City FM. In our seasons of prayer, as we work towards the family consecration service happening on the 1st of May. An opportunity to use the power of radio to shape minds, to influence attitudes, to commend the right and to punish the wrong, to put issues in their right perspective, to give context to the matters that are important to us, to keep the main thing the main thing. Wisdom is the principal thing, and though it costs you all you get understanding. Wisdom is not just a personal endowment, it's also a collective possession. Yeah. So sometimes a society's wisdom determines what it preserves. A society's wisdom. So you may be the wisest man in the world, but if you live in a community of fools, you will struggle. So you don't be the wisest person in your family. It's better for you to have a family of wise people. Yeah. So it's these days my focus is not just on personal excellence, it's also on growing communities of excellence. So yeah, your task is not to be the brightest or smartest person in the room. It's to make sure that there's enough wisdom in the room to carry the society through. So a society's wisdom is reflected in how it differentiates, what it prioritizes, what it emphasizes, and what it focuses on. So Ghana must be collectively wiser. And this is also a time issue. We are in the year 2026. We must be wiser than those who were here 100 years ago or 200 years ago, which means we don't repeat the mistakes they made. We learn from their errors and improve upon what they built. We don't necessarily destroy everything we came to meet, but we certainly build upon the foundations of our forebears. So wisdom is the principal thing, and though it costs you everything, get understanding. It means it doesn't come cheap. There's a price to pay for wisdom. Indeed, scripture says, buy the truth. It means it has a price. It also means you are not born with it. Buy the truth and do not sell it. And also wisdom, instruction, and understanding. These are all related words, but they mean different things. Truth, wisdom, instruction, understanding. Ghana, will you purchase wisdom? The wisdom of self-denial, the wisdom of sacrifice, the wisdom of delayed gratification, the wisdom of collective restraint, the wisdom of rewarding good and punishing evil. We must be wise, not to repeat the mistakes of our forebears who exchanged human beings for schnapps and weapons. Never again. Who were given things that sweeten the now and made their future bitter. We're not going to do that anymore. So let's not sell our resources for cheap. Let's not sell our natural endowments to the highest bidder. Let's preserve that which God has given us for the next generation. That is the collective wisdom of the Ghanaian society. And on the wings of this great thought, we bring you Business Sense, sponsored by the ABSA Ultimate account, created to cushion you in a way that's so unique.
You gotta come up here for a second.
You get 3 times your monthly salary, up to 20,000 cedis in event of retrenchment to help you stay afloat. Move with confidence this 2026. Open an ABSA Ultimate account today. Your story matters, ABSA.
Take it.
Zonda, oh, Zonda. Oh, my Lord. Drive on the George Walker Bush Highway. If you're coming from Achimota, before you get to Fiesta Royale, look on your right. There's a Zonda showroom and workshop there. There's another one on the Tema to Community 25 Road. That's on your left. Another one in Isawam. There's a lot more coming up. These workshops show you the beauty of an assembly plant of proudly made in China, assembled in Ghana. We're talking Great Wall Motors, Cherry. We're talking Forland, construction equipment from Shantui and the Sunny Group. Zonda Tech is here to stay. Choose quality. Choose Zonda. Zonda is proud to be associated with the newspaper review here on the Citi Breakfast Show. As is Fidelity Bank, proudly Ghanaian, helping you self-actualize financially. Switch and smile wider is what we're asking you to do. Lower interest rates, higher loan amounts, personalized financial support. It's time to switch and smile wider with Fidelity Bank. Call 0800 003 355. Go to fidelitybank.com.gh or connect with us on our social media at Fidelity Bank GH for more information. The man who brought us the news, Samuel Akom, is here with Caleb Kuda and the newspaper review segment. Gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning, Bernard.
Good
morning.
It's always good to have a Gen Z on the program. Yeah, you are Gen Z, but where are you? Are you Gen Z?
I'm a millennial. They say
okay.
there's something called zillennial too.
You are in between Gen Z and millennial.
Yeah,
you are the transition group.
Yeah, but this morning I want to say good morning to the member of parliament I've come to call Agbozume Naomi.
Who is that?
This is Elikplim Akurugu of Domekwabenya.
And her name is what?
Agbozume Naomi.
Why?
No, the rose in the place, the rose in the constituency, as the rain is coming, the rose say they want to feel her. She cut the sword for some reconstruction recently.
Some roads,
But
which ones?
You see where Omani is.
Oh.
Pure water, Abokobi, Amadia, all those bad roads.
Oh, yeah, yes. And there's one from Agbogba to...
Thank you very much.
To Academic City.
Thank you. So on behalf of the constituents, we are saying good morning to our Agbozume Naomi. We are looking forward to some action.
Caleb, are you serious? Agbozume Naomi.
No, I called her yesterday about it because Kakra said there must be citizen action.
So you called her on phone, introduce yourself,
yes,
and so that you were a constituent.
Yes.
And what did she say?
No, this morning when I went, I saw that Madia Pass, some latrite has been cast on the place.
Then call her again.
But he said we want asphalt. So we will call her again.
Yeah. No, so that's good. So you want to start with which one? The graph?
Yes, Ejebo, Nyabedu, GFA turns to World Cup veteran Kyrgios as Black Stars head coach at the Daily Graphic front page. And then government rolls out free primary health care, 150 district targeted for phase 1.
Yeah.
Then MOFA Centio Group signed fertilizer production pact, front page of the Daily Graphic.
So Chronicle leads with Mohammed's agric research agenda in full swing. MOFA signs MOU with Centio Group to boost agro-processing and fertilizer production nationwide. And then police dispatch, quote unquote, 2 daring armed robbers. They were dissolved yesterday, neutralized actually. Global energy price surge, impact on Ghana's economy. Details are here. And Ghana's new coach for the Black Stars is also here.
The Daily Guide front page this morning, they also captured that story. MOFA Centio signed landmark agreement in agric. And this troubling story, pastor, 2 others caught burying baby alive. That is on the front page of Daily Guide. And then NDC flag bearer race as Sedun Ketia leads with 29%, according to Global Info Analytics report.
Ghanaian Times, medical equipment ready for free primary health care. Minister Kwabena Mintah Kando is here sporting a nice something. And Vegmag DVLA moved to settle contract dispute out of court. PIAC warns of oil production decline, calls for urgent action to reverse trend, and the story of Mofa Centio signing an agro-processing deal is also here.
The Daybreak this morning, free primary nationwide healthcare takes off. Screening begins tomorrow. That is according to Kwabena Mintah Kando, the health minister. Yeah. Then freight forwarders on nationwide strike over GRA valuation system. I think that's in relation to the Publican AI.
Yeah.
Then they also have same or worse. GFA picks Kyrgios despite poor World Cup record. That is also on the front page of the Daybreak. And then free Abronye now, coming in from Alexander Apenyo Markin.
Well, he's been freed.
Yeah.
Economy Times on bail. Ghana's economic recovery teeters on a 2026 tightrope. Foreign investors react positively to scrapping of minimum capital demands, but local counterparts fret over increased competition. Very interesting article by Toma Mriher here. And Bank Post impressive performance in 2025 amid DDEP remnant.
Let me take you to the New Republic this morning. And they also capture primary health care policy covers 80% of health needs. That story will be found on page 4 of the New Republic. And then President Mahama moves on fuel taxes as crude hits $100.
Yeah. Finally, for me, World Bank applauds Ghana's turnaround, hails finance minister's leadership, and GFA appoints Carlos Queiroz. What kind of thing?
Queiroz.
Okay,
Carlos Queiroz
as Black Stars head coach ahead of 2026 World Cup.
Moving online, strong exports lift Ghana's Q4 trade surplus to 47 billion. This is CitiNewsroom.com's lead story. We are also told UAE and India lead Ghana's export markets. No payments made to SML since I took office. This is the GRA boss. Meanwhile, Transport Minister to meet Guta on Thursday over Publican AI. Now, Carlos Queiroz says this is not just a job, it's a mission.
Yes.
He's saying on his Black Stars appointment. Meanwhile, Abronya DC granted bail, and then we're told Pope Leo lands in Algeria for historic visit as he starts Africa tour. CitiNewsroom.com is where I read. Channel 1 News is leading with 24-hour economy, PURC, to introduce night power tariffs for businesses.
Okay.
Yes. Meanwhile, Gamanche condemns Kajano demolition exercise. And then we're also told that government is paying for Publican AI. This is from our interview with the GRA Commissioner General. If you go to myjournalline.com, silent killer surge with NCDs now behind nearly half of deaths in Ghana. Health Minister is revealing this as he unveils nationwide screening drive. These stories are on my journal. Meanwhile, Road Safety Authority warns against safety risk of modified Toyota Voxy vehicles. And then COPEC is proposing a 50% cut in Dumso levy to ease fuel prices. I'll give you a couple more stories. If you go to the High Street Journal, egg export ban triggers glut. Prices slide as Ghana's poultry sector feels the squeeze. And then there's a follow-up here. North Jolu footbridge still damaged 2 months after truck crash. Driver yet to pay 2.5 million Ghana cedis.
That story.
And then we're told high airfares to Ghana raise competitiveness concerns as travelers turn to West African alternatives.
Okay.
So we're told that flying to Ghana is very expensive. Here is the global story. Iran says military vessels in the Strait of Hormuz will be considered aggressive and bombed. So there's war. There's no peace today. They said they will be. Yeah, so Iran is basically not happy at all. And it says if you cross, they will finish you. BBC is also leading with Iran, and it says that Vance accuses Iran of economic terrorism in Strait of Hormuz as U.S. blockade comes into effect. So the Middle East crisis is not yet over. And of course, there are other headlines from across the world. Let's start with sports.
Okay, let's start with sports. The back page of the Daily Graphic. GFA turns to World Cup veteran Queiroz as Black Stars head coach. Story by Maurice Kwanzaa. Now, Ghana have made a bold last-minute call in their bid to rescue a faltering World Cup campaign, appointing seasoned Portuguese coach Carlos Queiroz as head coach of the Black Stars just weeks before the 2026 FIFA World Cup kicks off on June 11. Now, with time running out and expectations mounting, Queiroz arrives not for a long-term rebuild, but for an immediate stabilization and impact.
Well, he's been speaking. If you go to CitiNewsroom.com, he's quoted as having said, this is not just a job, but it is a mission.
We hope it is accomplished.
We are praying for him. Let me just read that quickly. So, Black Stars new head coach Carlos Queiroz has pledged full commitment to Ghana, describing his appointment as a mission driven by passion, responsibility, and respect for the national team's heritage, or the national football, or the nation's football heritage. In his first message following his appointment by the FA, the veteran coach expressed deep gratitude and outlined his vision for the team ahead of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Queiroz made it clear that his role goes beyond a typical managerial appointment, emphasizing his emotional connection to the challenge. It is with a deep sense of gratitude, responsibility, and humility that I embrace this new chapter with Ghana. This is not just another job, it's a mission. He highlighted Ghana's football identity, praising the country's talent and rich history while expressing confidence in his future. So we will be waiting to see where he takes us in the World
We
Cup.
also hope they give him the free hands to work.
Let's deal with medicine, healthcare.
Only 35% of BP patients are aware of their status. Health Minister is revealing a lot. Nearly 2/3 of Ghanaians living with high blood pressure do not know they have the condition. A situation health authorities warn is driving a surge in stroke, kidney failure, and other life-threatening complications. The Minister for Health, Kwabena Mintah Akando, disclosed that only 35% of hypertensive individuals in the country are aware of their status, meaning most patients only report to health facilities when their conditions have significantly worsened. Now, addressing the government's accountability series, at the Jubilee House yesterday. He said late detection is making treatment more expensive, more complex, and less effective, while contributing to rising deaths from non-communicable diseases.
What he was speaking during the launch of government's primary health care.
Yeah,
I think
there's a different angle here that says 150 districts targeted for the first phase of that program. Story by Diana Mensah on the front page of the Daily Graphic. The free primary healthcare policy will be implemented in phases, beginning with 150 underserved districts across the country. Now, the Health Minister, Kabnat Mita Kando, has announced, he said health equipment will be distributed to all 150 districts participating in the first phase of implementation of the policy initiative. Now, over 350 container-based service delivery points in high traffic areas such as markets and lorry parks will also be set up for the purpose the minister added.
Okay, so some mobile clinics there.
I think
It
so,
also says that the government has procured more than 24,534 pieces of medical equipment for deployment to health facilities across the country as part of this exercise.
now on transportation and the ports, Transport Minister will meet Guta on Thursday over Publican AI.
Yeah.
The unhappy freight forwarders have suspended their intended strike action. Citi Newsroom.com is reporting that the Transport Minister Joseph Bukari Nikpe is expected to hold a crucial meeting with the leadership of the Ghana Union of Traders Association on Thursday, April 16, in his bid to address mounting concerns about the rollout of the Publican AI system used in the clearance of goods at the country's ports. The planned engagement comes at a time of heightened tension within the trading and logistics sector, following a directive by Guta that led freight forwarders and clearing agents to embark on a sit-down strike yesterday, Monday, April 13. And we know the background of this. The system was introduced to enhance efficiency and transparency in the clearance of imports and has been met with strong resistance from key players in the sector.
But I take your attention to egg, and egg suppliers are seeking government intervention over Burkina Faso trade ban. This is the Chronicle newspaper, page number 2. So egg suppliers in Koforidua have joined calls for the government to engage Burkina Faso over a trade suspension that has halted exports for more than 2 months, creating an oversupply in the domestic market. The appeal follows a recent press conference held by the Poultry Farmers, Egg Sellers and Exporters Association in Doma Hinkro, a major egg producing hub in Ghana. The group raised concerns about border restrictions that have stopped egg exports from Ghana to Burkina Faso. The restrictions are said to have stemmed from health concerns linked to Ghana's previous bird flu outbreak, which stakeholders say has not been conclusively resolved through an official government white paper. So the trade impasse has resulted in a severe egg glut on the domestic market, placing financial pressure
So let me
on
understand
farmers,
this.
traders, and
Burkina
suppliers.
Faso authorities are not allowing Ghanaian eggs to cross
Exactly.
into this. You know what's funny? We sit here and complain that we import tomatoes from Burkina Faso and then onions from Niger.
Yeah.
And yet our farmers also need Burkinabes to buy our
Access.
eggs, and now we don't see that's a problem.
Yeah.
So now that the Burkinabes have banned, so it's almost
That's
like
what they're complaining.
almost every time another government does something that affects us.
Yeah.
So the Burkinabes say they will not export tomatoes to us. We are dying.
Yeah.
Now
They say
eggs.
don't import our eggs. We are dying. So what can we do for ourselves?
Everything.
I don't
Wahala.
understand. So now we are told that egg prices are coming down.
Yeah.
Isn't there enough demand for Ghana eggs in Ghana?
I think there is.
I
thought
don't
there
understand.
was.
The story in the high street journal also deals with this. It says Ghana's produce sector is facing mounting financial strain following a prolonged suspension of egg export to Burkina Faso, a key regional market, triggering oversupply and price instability across the domestic market.
Let's stay with agri matters because MOFA, that is the Ministry of Food and Agriculture, and Central Group have signed fertilizer production pact. Story in the Daily Graphic. Kester Abram Crunchy wrote that story, and it says Ministry of Food and Agriculture has signed a memorandum of understanding with Central Group Limited to accelerate large-scale agro-processing, value addition, and fertilizer manufacturing in Ghana.
Wonderful. Let's come to the Chronicle.
So police dispatched 2 daring armed robbers. This is like a movie. John Bediako writes that 2 suspected armed robbers were shot dead by police in Tema on Monday after they allegedly shot a mobile money vendor. Speaking to the Chronicle on condition of anonymity, a senior police source intimated that the incident occurred around 10:30 a.m. and approximately 100 meters away from the St. Paul Methodist Church Community 1, where Vice President Professor J. Nano Pukwajo clergyman was attending a program. Now, according to the police source, gunfire erupted in the immediate vicinity while the program was ongoing. The sound prompted security personnel on duty at the event to move towards the source of the shots. Deputy Superintendent of Police DSP Mr. Jean Pelly, in charge of Tema Police Operations, led a police team that spotted a royal black motorbike with registration number M24GE778 speeding away from the area. The officers pursued the riders to Community 10, where the suspects allegedly opened fire on the police. The source continued that in the ensuing exchanges, the two men were hit and pronounced dead. At the scene, the police recovered one black 9mm Luger pistol, and a search conducted on the suspects reviewed a blue handbag containing the following items: 3 live rounds of ammunition, 1 spent shell, 3 Android mobile phones. Also found were 1 Ghana card bearing the name Mavis Mensah, assorted SIM cards, 1 talisman, 1 royal motorbike ignition key, and cash amount of 11,390 Ghana cedis.
Well, still on the police, they have released or granted bail to the Bono regional chairman of the New Patriotic Party, Kwame Bafo, popularly known as Abronye DC, and the Sunyani East Communication Officer of the party, Abubakar Yakubu, also known as Baba Amando. They've been granted bail by the CID of the Ghana Police Service. Now, Abronye DC was picked up by the police over alleged threats directed at a presiding judge at the Adenta Circuit Court, while Baba Amando was arrested for alleged false publication. Addressing journalists after their release in Accra on Monday, April 13, the minority leader Alexander Penyo Markin urged the police to exercise tolerance in the discharge of their duties. National organizer of the MPP, Henry Nanabuachi, told journalists that the arrests were deliberate attempts by the government to divert the attention of the Ghanaian from what he calls an abysmal performance.
Yes, let me stay with crime-related matters and bring you this troubling story where pastor, 2 others caught burying baby alive.
Jesus.
A story on page 3 of the Daily Guide from David Efum in Ashreso. A disturbing incident has thrown the community of Ashreso in the Etumamponia district of the Ashanti region into shock after a pastor and 2 accomplices were arrested for allegedly attempting to bury a 5-month-old baby alive. Now, the incident occurred at about 11 p.m. on Saturday, April 11, 2026, but was thwarted following a timely intervention by an eyewitness who raised the alarm. The prime suspect, Apostle Dr. Richmond Kwesi Frimpong, who heads the Anointed Grace Prayer Ministry at the Kufuor camp, was arrested together with his uncle and a female accomplice believed to be a member of his church. The suspects were apprehended by police from the Bibiani district.
And what have they told the police? What were they doing?
Now, an eyewitness, Winfred Agba, recounted that he became suspicious after spotting the trio at a refuse dump late at night carrying the baby. Acting on instinct, he approached them and discovered to his horror that the infant was still alive and was about to be buried. Further details emerged from the chief linguist of Abofrem, Nanaya Obedu, who confirmed that the pastor had earlier informed him that the baby had died. Based on that claim, he directed them to a burial site, unaware that the child was still alive. Police sources at BBN have confirmed the arrest and indicated that investigations are ongoing to establish the full circumstances surrounding the incident.
This is so bad.
So bad.
Very bizarre
And
story.
criminal.
Let's come to the PURC, who say they will introduce night tariffs for businesses. So the Public Utility Regulatory Commission, this is Channel 1 News Online, says it has started developing a new electricity tariff regime tailored for businesses operating under the government's Uniform Economic Policy. When introduced, the new regime is expected to offer lower or reduced tariffs during off-peak hours to encourage nighttime economic activity within the country. With the new tariff structure, businesses that consume power between 11 p.m. and 4 a.m. will benefit from significantly lower electricity costs, supported by the installation of special smart meters. Now, this initiative, which is currently undergoing technical and regulatory assessment, is in collaboration with the Energy Commission and the Electricity Company of Ghana, expected to take effect by the 4th quarter of 2026.
Okay.
We'll look
Since,
forward to it.
yes, we are talking about energy. COPEC is proposing 50% cuts in Dumsor levy to ease fuel prices. Story in Daybreak, page 4. The Chamber of Petroleum Consumers, COPEC, has proposed a temporary 50% reduction in the energy sector shortfall and recovery levy, commonly known as the Dumsor levy, as part of a broader set of measures aimed at easing fuel costs for consumers. Now, the proposal forms part of a statement released on Friday, April 10, in response to the government's ongoing review of taxes and levies within the petroleum price build-up.
Okay, let me take you back to football and crime at the same time. Police begin manhunt for highway robbers involved in footballers' death at Ashere. So Stephanie Biri-Crown writes that the Ghana Police Service has launched a manhunt for a gang of armed robbers who attacked passengers along the Ashere to Kwame Dumo Sreso KDS Road in the Ninahin district of the Ashanti region on Sunday night. The incident occurred at about 10:30 p.m. when 6 armed men, 3 of whom were wielding pump-action guns, ambushed the VIP bus with registration number provided here. The bus was carrying about 30 football players and officials of Brekum Chelsea from Summerboy to Brekum, according to a statement signed by the Deputy Superintendent of Police and Head of Public Affairs Unit of the Ashanti Regional Command, Godwin Ahianyo, and made available to the Ghanaian Times. Police patrol teams responded to distress calls and rushed to the scene. Statement said the driver of the bus attempted to escape from the attackers, but the vehicle skidded off the road into a nearby bush. We know what happened to one of the victims, that is George Owusu-Efriye, 52. He was robbed 4,500 cedis. One was shot in the head, we were told. So the police,
This is really bad. Now, UTAG is calling for the removal of a GTech boss. So University Association of Ghana, or the University Teachers Association of Ghana, UTAG, says its call for the removal of the leadership of the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission, GTech, is driven by concerns over governance and regulatory conduct within the tertiary education sector. UTAG President Professor Vera Fiado, speaking in an interview with Citi Eyewitness News on Monday, explained that the association's position is not about targeting individuals, but about addressing what it sees as deep-rooted institutional challenges. That sector has gone through a lot of turmoil. She said the role of a regulator is to provide oversight and ensure systems function effectively, not to directly manage institutions or impose decisions on university councils. The university professors are not happy with GTech. And that's something that's been brewing. Now, let me give you another one. Yesterday, we spoke to the GRA boss on the publican AI system. And one of the headlines we got was that he says no payment made to SML since he took office. We asked him about the role of his previous organization in the audit of SML. So the Commissioner General of GRA, Anthony Kwesi-Sapon, says no payments have been made to Strategic Mobilization Limited since he assumed office in January 2025. Speaking on the point of view, Mr. Sapon disclosed that halting payments to the company was one of his first decisions upon taking over as head of the authority. He explained that his prior involvement in the audit work conducted by KPMG on the SML GRA contract gave him a deep understanding of the issues which informed his actions.
Right. But I take you to the Ashanti region. Construction of Crowfro Market to resume under KMA's 24-hour economy funding. So we are told that funding has reportedly been secured through the Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly's 24-hour economy market allocation and support from the government for the construction of the Crowfro Market complex. According to the Ashanti Regional Minister, Dr. Frank Amoakohene, renewed efforts are underway to complete the project after years of stalled progress. About 1,900 traders and 20 transport operators occupying the space were displaced in 2008 to make way for the implementation of the then 15 million Ghana Citi project, but is stalled due to irregular flow of funds. We are told that funding has been secured, so it will.
So that was in the.
This is the Chronicle newspaper.
All right, let me take one last one.
Yes, one last one from me. Let me take you to International Daybreak. Steinmeier says UK will not support US blockade of Strait of Hormuz. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer says his country will not join the blockade of the Strait of Hormuz. An announcement by United States President Donald Trump, as move also criticized by other US allies. So that
meanwhile, in Benin, Wadagni has won their presidential election. Guess with what percentage of the votes?
Benin.
47?
94% of votes.
94?
Yes, this is an Al Jazeera report that says that Benin's Minister of Finance, Romuald Wadagni, has secured a landslide victory in a country's presidential election with
Minister
more
of
than
Finance.
94%, I'm not going to lie, of the votes, according to provisional results. Saka Lafia, head of the country's independent electoral commission, announced on national television Monday night that the result was based on more than 90% of votes counted, highlighting Wadagni's unassailable lead. Voter turnout was 58.78%. Opposition candidate Paul Wonkpe of the Kauri Forces for an Emerging Benin Party acknowledged his defeat earlier in the night in a televised statement carried by local broadcasters. Now, Wadagni is the chosen successor of Benin's President Patrice Talon and was backed by the country's governing coalition. Talon is stepping out after completing 2 full 5-year terms. So yeah, Benin has a new president.
Nice.
Wadagni. That
Okay.
I think that's all we have time for.
Yes, we wish him
Can I
well.
bring last one? Poplio in Algeria to start major Africa tour. The story is in Daily Graphic, page 5, and the story says Poplio XIV wants to turn the world's attention to Africa, according to a senior Vatican official, as he embarks on a significant tour of the continent, addressing themes of peace, migration, and dialogue between religions.
Correct. That was the newspaper review segment. Coming up next is the City Business News. Stay with us.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 for the hashtag CityCBS.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
So fast approaching 7 o'clock on the City Breakfast Show. It's time for the City Business News with Nashi Kasisa. Good morning, Na.
Good morning, Mr. Avle. Hello and welcome to the breakfast edition of the City Business News, proudly brought to you by MTN EcoBank. Now, coming up, IMF World Bank Spring Meetings enters day 2. We'll tell you what Finance Minister Dr. Kassel Atuforsen has been saying so far. And trade surplus in fourth quarter of 2025 sees significant expansion. Also coming up, Chamber of Petroleum Consumers HOPEC proposes a 50% fuel tax cut. I'm Nashika Caesar. Let's settle for the details of our stories now. As the IMF World Bank Spring Meetings in Washington, D.C. enters day 2 today, Finance Minister Dr. Kassel Atuforsen says Ghana is firmly on the path to debt sustainability. The minister maintains that this marks a critical turning point as a country pivots from economic stabilization to a growth-focused recovery. Dr. Forsen made this known after high-level talks with the World Bank Regional Vice President for Western and Central Africa, Osmani Diagana, on the sidelines of the IMF World Bank Spring Meetings in Washington, D.C., in a move that signals renewed confidence from development partners. The renewed engagement will focus on 4 priority areas expected to drive jobs and productivity: commercial, agriculture and agribusiness, energy development, with emphasis on gas to power and gas to fertilizer, education and human capital development, as well as infrastructure to ease the movement of goods. The minister stressed that the government will maintain fiscal discipline even as it accelerates growth-focused investment. Now to some other news now. Ghana recorded a sharp expansion in its trade surplus in the fourth quarter of 2025, driven largely by strong export performance and rising global commodity prices. According to the latest international trade newsletter released by the Ghana Statistical Service, the country's export rose significantly to 108.6 billion Ghana cedis in the final quarter of 2025, compared with imports of 61.4 billion Ghana cedis. This pushed Ghana's trade surplus to 47.2 billion Ghana cedis, up sharply from 17.5 billion cedis recorded in the third quarter of the year. We have more.
In dollar terms, Ghana's total trade reached $15.1 billion with exports accounting for $9.7 billion, highlighting the growing role of export activity in supporting the country's external sector. The strong export performance was largely driven by commodity shipments, particularly gold. Gold bullion alone generated 72.7 billion cedis, representing about 66.9% of total exports and remaining Ghana's most dominant export product. Other major export earners included cocoa beans and crude petroleum, though at significantly lower levels, reflecting the country's continued reliance on a narrow range of commodities. Regionally, Asia remained Ghana's largest export destination absorbing 53.4% of total exports during the period. Key markets included India and the United Arab Emirates, which together accounted for nearly half of Ghana's export revenue. Despite the strong nominal growth, the report indicates that much of the export expansion was price-driven rather than volume-led. When adjusted for price changes, Ghana actually recorded a real trade deficit with exports estimated at 30 billion cedis compared to imports of 31.7 billion cedis. Export prices rose sharply during the quarter, with the export unit value index increasing 23.2%, largely reflecting higher global gold prices. Meanwhile, Ghana also continued to expand trade. Within Africa, exports to African markets reached their highest level in the fourth quarter of 2025, with South Africa emerging as key regional trading partner. The Ghana Statistical Service notes that this trend reflects growing momentum under the African Continental Free Trade Area. However, the report cautions that Ghana remains vulnerable to external shocks due to its heavy dependence on a limited range of commodities and export markets, recommending stronger efforts to diversify exports, promote value addition, and deepen regional trade integration to sustain export-led growth.
That was Daniel Odumensa with that report. Moving on, the Chamber of Petroleum Consumers (COPEC) is proposing a 50% reduction in the energy sector shortfall and recovery levy, also known as the Dumsor levy, as part of a broader package of temporary tax and levy cuts aimed at easing fuel prices in Ghana. The proposal, which follows Cabinet's directive to review elements within the petroleum price build-up in response to global oil market volatility, seeks to reduce the Dumsor levy from 1 cedi to 50 pesos per litre for a month period. Daniel Sakiti brings us the rest of the story.
The adjustment is expected to deliver immediate relief at the pumps by lowering fuel costs while still preserving a portion of the revenue to support ongoing power generation and prevent a recurrence of electricity supply challenges. However, the reduction is also projected to have inflows dedicated to servicing energy sector debts, potentially slowing maintenance schedules if extended beyond the short term. In addition to the Dumsor levy, COPEC is proposing a 50% cut in the road fund levy, translating into a reduction of about 24 pesos per litre. This is expected to ease operational costs for commercial transport operators and help moderate transport fares, thereby containing inflationary pressures. On the fiscal side, the move could temporarily constrain funding for routine road maintenance and minor rehabilitation works. The chamber is also recommending a reduction in the special petroleum tax to 23 pesos per litre, which would lower fuel prices further and provide relief to households and small businesses, particularly those reliant on generators and petroleum-powered operations. While this may support consumption and reduce incentives for cross-border fuel smuggling, it is likely to result in a direct short-term revenue loss for the government, given the tax rule as a stable income stream. Another key component of the proposal is the reduction of the Unified Petroleum Price Fund levy from 90 pesos to 60 pesos per litre. This is expected to benefit bulk fuel consumers such as farmers, fisherfolk, and transport operators by lowering distribution costs across the economy. The adjustment could ease pressure on the National Petroleum Authority to increase margins elsewhere. Nonetheless, the cut may reduce the buffer available for under-recovery payments to oil marketing companies, particularly in the event of a sharp surge in the global oil prices. While acknowledging that the measures may lead to some revenue shortfalls across the affected fund, the chamber maintains that the impact will be manageable given the limited duration and could be partly offset by increased upstream revenues.
That was Daniel Sakite with that report. Tax analyst Francis Timoboy, however, has raised concerns about government's move to ease fuel price pressures, questioning both the timing of the intervention and its long-term sustainability.
Looking at the revenue implication, I would have thought that we observe the prices a little bit. Now that is around $95, it's a bit manageable. We can go or allow transport operators to, increase their fares. That is likely to spike a little inflation, and I believe that that's why the government is looking at how to tame it. So, because, transport fares affect almost everything that we do in Ghana, goods, services, the food stuff we buy, everything is affected. So
Francis Timorboy is a tax analyst. Now, the Commissioner General of the Ghana Revenue Authority, Anthony Sarpong, says the rollout of the AI-powered customs valuation tool, Publican AI, has driven a significant increase in revenue, with collections rising from 2.4 billion Ghana cedis to 3.6 billion Ghana cedis over similar 3-week periods. The system, which has become mandatory for all import clearances on March 11, 2026, has faced resistance from some players within the imports and logistics sector. Speaking in an interview with Bernard Avle on The Point of View, Anthony Sarpong attributed the surge largely to improved accurate pricing driven by the AI system.
And we know in this country, Parliament has the representation of the people, the highest form of scrutiny if we want to have a contract. So once we did a pilot and realized that it will work, we now took it through Parliament to demonstrate to them how this will work, and Parliament approved it for us to select these people to do the work.
So now that you have deployed the system,
Yes.
can you calculate exactly how much you've earned in total, say in March? Because you deployed it on 11th March.
March, yes.
Today is April 13. So you've deployed it for at least a month.
Yes. So one of the things that we've just done over the weekend was to look at the 3 weeks revenue of customs before deployment of publican, and 3 weeks after. And the result is revealing. 3 weeks before publican, the average revenue was about 2.4 billion. And 3 weeks after publican, we are making 3.6, an increment of
2.4 billion per what?
For the period, for the 3 weeks.
That was the Commissioner General of the Ghana Revenue Authority, Anthony Sarpong, speaking to Bernard Avle on The Point of View. Now, on the interbank market today, the dollar is trading at 11 cedis, while the British pound is going for 14 cedis 85 pesos, and the euro is going for 12 cedis 92 pesos. And that's it for the breakfast edition of the City Business News, proudly brought to you by MTN and EcoBank. I'm Nashika Caesar. Many thanks for your company. Do have a great business day.
The other day, I visited Kweku at his spunky new office to congratulate him on opening his business. And man, was I impressed. The business is just moving quick. The sales, customers, everything is just working seamlessly. The secret? He said,
it's MTN Business Broadband. In this fast-paced environment, we need fast and reliable internet to support all business types. No laggy online meetings, great download and upload speeds, impeccable business management systems, all inclusive. I mean, you can have it all.
Sharp! I signed on immediately.
To enable your business stay ahead and stay connected, make sure you're signed on to the best internet made just for businesses. MTN Business Broadband. Sign up today on broadband.mtn.com.gh and manage your account on my MTN app. Call 0244 308 111 for more information.
MTN.
Kuma has always dreamt of commanding his own military forces.
Attention! Eyes right, stand at ease.
Because that dream is still a vision in progress, he spends his time commanding his money with the EcoBank mobile app.
Operation Supplier Payment. Dispatch 1,000 units of currency from Accra to Benin. Move! Move!
Sometimes he wants a little extra control so that he can buy only what he needs.
Command Center mobile app. Activate virtual card protocol and initiate payments for sneakers and t-shirts. Abort mission for leather coat payment.
Even when the general is fast asleep, his standing order marches out to sort his bills. With the EcoBank mobile app, you can command your money to make safe transactions in Ghana and across 33 African countries. Download the EcoBank mobile app on the Play or App Store today.
By the left, about turn.
EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. EcoBank will never call or send an SMS asking for your PIN, OTP, bank card, or Ghana card details.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is City 97.3.
Help me make I
I know they talk much.
It's 13 after 7. Caleb Kuda here. Nashika Caesar just went by with the business news brought to you by EcoBank and MTN. If your money is controlling you, now it's time to take charge. EcoBank mobile app gives you the power to command your money to transact across 33 African countries and anywhere in the world. Command your money to make water, electricity, and school fee payments, bank and Momo transfers, create virtual cash to buy only what you need and more. So Money Commander, download the EcoBank mobile app now on the App Store or Play Store. Command your money. Command also means paying attention to details. EcoBank would never call or send an SMS asking for your PIN, OTP, bank card, or Ghana card details. When in doubt, call the EcoBank call center on 0800 003225. EcoBank is deep in African bank. Chale Obia Genedio, you know how we do it. When you cross over, graduation, big win, new arrival, your people dust you with powder. That's exactly what's happening right now. Thanks to MTN, people are upgrading to 4G, and trust me, the powder is flying everywhere. So grab the brand new HMD ARC for just 899 Ghana cedis and enjoy free 2.5 gigabyte data every single month for 6 months. New phone, fast 4G, nice pictures, free data, more social media every month. Also, dear, before they say it's only you left. Visit any MTN service center and dealer shop nationwide to grab your HMD ARC today. It's time for kickoff, and Edwin Kwalkofe is here. Kickoff is brought to you by Polytank and Leshel. Have you gotten your Polytank Sumo Super yet? If not, this month's save, you will get up to 10% off the premium multiple layer Sumo Super tank. So don't miss this limited time offer. Visit any Polytank outlet today. Ask for Sumo Super. Save over 1,000 Ghana cedi. Polytank is the original, but do not request for Momo payments online, so beware of fraudsters. The Sharehold Savings and Loans has got great news for you. From now to the end of this month, interest rates have been reduced further just for you. Apply for a loan today to sort out all your needs at the best rates on the market. It's Fala season. WhatsApp will call 02700 4799. Always remember, terms and conditions apply. Lesheho, let's improve life. Edwin Kwalkofe is ready with kickoff.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
It's 58 days until the 2026 FIFA World Cup kicks off on June the 11th, and 13 days since Otto Addo was fired as Black Stars head coach. We finally have a new gaffer, and his name is Carlos Queiroz. We'll bring you more details on kickoff, which is brought to you by Polytank and Lesheho. Let's improve life. Good morning, I am Edwin Kwalkofe. Let's start off with the Black Stars, and the Ghana Football Association has officially appointed Carlos Queiroz as the new head coach of the Black Stars ahead of the 2026 FIFA World Cup. The decision comes 13 days after the dismissal of Otto Addo following heavy friendly defeats to Austria and Germany. At 73, Queiroz brings nearly 4 decades of experience to the role, having worked with the highest level of international and club football. City Sports' Julio Ishrifi Amwa has more on what the new coach will bring to the team.
Carlos Queiroz is widely regarded as a World Cup specialist, having built a reputation for guiding teams to the global stage. He led Portugal's golden generation to back-to-back under-20 world titles and reached the round of 16 at the 2010 World Cup. With Iran, he became the longest-serving coach, qualifying them to 3 consecutive tournaments, while also guiding Egypt to the AFCON final and South Africa to the 2002 World Cup. At club level, Queiroz worked alongside Alex Ferguson at Manchester United, winning multiple Premier League titles and the UEFA Champions League. Also lifted silverware with Real Madrid and Sporting CP. Tactically, he is known for a disciplined, defense-first approach, building compact teams that are difficult to break down and dangerous on the counter-attack. His philosophy, he focuses on structure, mental toughness, and getting the best out of the collective rather than individual brilliance.
That was a report put together by Julio Eshrifi Amwa. Let's stay with the national team and that choice of Carlos Queiroz as the head coach, and former Manchester United stars Roy Keane and Patrice Evra have been reacting to the appointment. Here's what they had to say.
Excellent coach, along with a lot of great coaches I worked under at Man United. Probably quite defence-minded. I always felt I had a decent relationship, particularly in his first spell at the club. His second spell when he came back. For some reason, towards the end of my time there, I found him really disrespectful towards me, so we had a bit of a fallout. He questioned my loyalty, and I told him where to go. And one of my big regrets, really, I probably should have ripped his head off. But excellent coach, and he's doing an excellent job, has to be said. And I think he'll enjoy tonight's challenge because he likes, obviously, defensive shape and players covering the spaces. And they'll be delighted with the result they had from the first game, of course.
One of the main reasons I signed for United, because I remember with Monaco when we beat in the semi-final, in the quarter-final Real Madrid, but the Real Galactico, and I heard them a lot that game. I gave 2 assists. So from that game, Carlos Queiroz was the manager of Real Madrid, and when I joined United, he was the only one speaking French, so he helped me a lot to adapt myself to Manchester United, because Ferguson, the first word I hear about him is when I had a really bad 45 minutes against Manchester City on my debut, and he was like, Patrice, now sit down and learn the English football. So Carlos Queiroz has been really helpful for me on my time.
That was Patrice Evra. Earlier you heard Roy Keane. They were former United players who played at Manchester United when Carlos Queiroz, who is the new Ghana head coach, was assistant there. Let's head to the Ghana Premier League, where the death of Dominic Frimpong has brought renewed attention to security challenges facing clubs in the league. The tragic incident involving the Brecum Chelsea forward has exposed serious concerns about the safety of teams travelling for matches. City Sports' Bernard Abeku Otri breaks down how this incident highlights critical security lapses within the league.
Concerns are mounting over player and team safety in the Ghana Premier League following a robbery attack on Brecum Chelsea's team bus after their fixture against FC Samatex 1996, an incident that tragically resulted in the death of 20-year-old forward Dominic Frimpong. The latest incident has reignited debate over security lapses on Ghana's highways as it adds to a troubling history of similar attacks on football clubs while traveling for domestic assignment. More recently, in 2023, Legon Cities FC were also targeted on the Bibiani Kumasi highway. The attackers shattered the driver's side windows and stole mobile phones, laptops, and other valuables, leaving at least one person injured. Following the latest tragedy, the Ghana Football Association has called for swift action, stressing that all necessary steps must be taken to bring perpetrators to justice. The association also indicated plans to engage key stakeholders to strengthen security arrangements for clubs traveling for league matches in order to prevent future occurrences. Speaking to Channel 1 Sports, Brecum Chelsea's public relations officer Isaac Obeng expressed deep sorrow over the incident and emphasized the urgent need for a comprehensive review of security protocols for team travel.
I think it's true there were some security lapses, but henceforth, now the worst has happened. So it's time we sit up and plan or discuss on how we are going to protect our clubs. Any day they are coming back from some of these matches, because the distance from Brecum to Samaboy is roughly almost 10 hours journey. So you are right by saying at least you should have had a police escort. But I think for now, the worst has happened. So I think henceforth, we can sit down and plan towards it.
Meanwhile, The Asante Regional Police Command has launched a manhunt for the armed gang responsible for the attack. According to the Ghana Police Service, the bus was carrying about 30 players and officials when it was intercepted by 6 armed men, 3 of whom were reportedly carrying pump-action guns. Security personnel, including crime scene investigators, have been deployed to the area as investigations continue. The police have assured the public that efforts are ongoing to apprehend the suspect, while the incident continues to send shockwaves through Ghana's football community. Police said they have since deployed additional personnel and crime scene experts to the area, with investigations ongoing.
That was a report by Citi Sports' Bernard Abeku-Otre. To some other stories, and Sports and Recreation Minister Kofi Adams has emphasized the importance of strengthening school and grassroots sports as a way to instill discipline across the country. His remarks follow recent incidents of misconduct and unrest during inter-school sporting events, which have resulted in sanctions and bans for some schools. Here's the Sports Minister, Kofi Adams.
It is the basis of teaching us everything. That human values that we need to live, you find it in sports.
True.
So countries that have taken their sports serious and introduced it at the foundational point,
yes,
you see them grow and carry some values with them.
Exactly.
Because you are taught very early about certain basic things.
Discipline.
That discipline.
Yeah.
In competition, there should be love.
Yeah.
You can win some, you can lose some.
Yeah.
You don't hit your opponent that is down. And that is His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, our president, thought that there's a need to strengthen school sports.
Yeah.
Is seeing an authority that will be responsible for school sports and grassroots sports. But we have to start from somewhere. So he's appointed a coordinator who and a deputy who are responsible for now coordinating every school sports and grassroots sports.
That was the Sports and Recreation Minister Kofi Adams. To our daily World Cup focus, and let's continue with co-host Canada.
Canada heads into the 2026 FIFA World Cup with a short but rapidly developing history in the tournament. This will be just their 3rd appearance following previous qualifications in 1986 and 2022. Their first came after a dramatic campaign in the 1980s, while their return to Qatar marked a rise of a new generation. Across 6 matches played, Canada is still searching for its first FIFA World Cup win, with 6 defeats and 2 goals scored. They have never progressed beyond the group stage, but recent performances show a team on the rise. The 1986 tournament saw Canada compete strongly despite exiting without a goal, including a narrow defeat to eventual champions France. In 2022, they showed greater attacking intent, scoring their first ever World Cup goal and pushing top opposition, even though results did not follow. As co-hosts alongside the United States and Mexico, Canada will play on home soil for the very first time, and will hope familiar conditions and strong support to play a key role in their performance. Under manager Jesse Marsh, superstar left back Alphonso Davies will lead a talented group that includes Jonathan David and other emerging stars to compete at the highest level.
Competing at the highest level is what Canada hope to do at the World Cup. Now to the English Premier League, and Leeds United pulled off a stunning 2-1 away victory over Manchester United at Old Trafford, with the only match played on Monday. Noah Okafor starred for Leeds, scoring twice in the 5th and 29 minutes to put the visitors firmly in control. Casemiro pulled one back for United in the second half. In the UEFA Champions League tonight, the quarter-final second legs get underway, with all matches kicking off at 7 p.m. In Spain, Atletico Madrid will look to protect their 2-win advantage against Barcelona at the Wanda Metropolitano, while Liverpool face a tough test at Anfield as they attempt to overturned a 2-0 first leg deficit against PSG. And that's the latest in the world of sport. For more on all these stories, visit citysportsonline.com. Kickoff was powered by Politan Ghana and Sheho. Let's improve life. I'm Edwin Kwao Kofi. The City Breakfast Show with Bernard Avle continues.
From now to the end of Ghana month, Polytank is celebrating with you. We are giving you over 1,000 Ghana cedis for free on our premium Sumo Super range of water tanks in celebration of Ghana. Sumo Super is designed to last, giving you peace of mind for your home, project, or business. Don't miss this limited time offer. Visit any Polytank outlet today. Ask for Sumo Super and save over 1,000 Ghana cedis. Polytank, the original, always the best. Panono Ankasa. Beware, Polytank does not request for Momo online.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
If you need unique services, innovative financial solutions, we deliver on our promise, cause we are number one. Let's go, we improve your life.
Let's go. Let's go. Hey, mama. Hey, mama. Hey, mama.
Even when you're stuck with nothing, no matter your situation, let's go, we improve your life.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, mama. Hey, mama. Hey, mama.
Let's go, we improve your life.
The City Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
The Money Matters segment is brought to you by Petra. Petra, achieve more.
Welcome to the Money Matters segment with Petra. Some of us avoid checking our accounts because we don't want to see the numbers. But avoiding it doesn't reduce stress, it increases it. Clarity may feel uncomfortable at first, but it brings control. And when you know exactly where you stand, you can make better decisions. At Petra, we help you move from confusion to clarity with simple, practical guidance. A financial advisor is standing by to assist. Dial *447 *70#. Let's do life together. Petra, achieve more.
The Money Matters segment was brought to you by Petra. Petra, achieve more.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
Sunny Gold Brown Sugar, available in a shop near you.
Sunny Gold.
Wakashi. This advert is FDA approved.
Okay, I'll see you soon. Why, baby? Hey, my me say enra me boyfriend akwesi obo *959# when the phone so. Na when we
Anita, I don't doggy park.
Oh, one so. Akwesi asanso aba number 1. Yeah, ma adwen na ho. And there was so ye me show papa bi. Na me de toss am short sexy dress no. Na me say me na me ye me nails no so come on.
Oh, no.
Me fa uba. Make I do some small 1-2 rounds be answer me doing ho. Na we tria. Hey, na so he for order. So Chinese Guinness, any wine, Papa B. And they mean this are check no.
Hey, Anita.
Na sa ni mia when you TV bi no. I also say sound. No top prepaid. Na me chilly AC mu. I no go fit sweat like that. See fine girl.
Hey, Anita.
Jesus.
Baby, I want to know Jinawa. Mr. Remember, dial star 959 hash. Oh, iPhone app ako toma on. No one can say no sika so ate.
Sister, next time cut call the what? Dial star 959 hash and I call 590mobile.com.gh. Not to be 590 mobile. Head down some.
Protect yourself from germs and bacteria with confidence. Cleanse hand soap effectively kills 99.9% of germs with every use. Perfect for all your hand washing moments throughout the day. Available in a variety of variants and delightful flavors. Choose Cleanse for yourself, your family, and friends. Make Cleanse your daily essential. The GC brand. It's all about you. This advert is FDA approved.
Welcome to Max Buy. Hey Jerry, this your phone. We're here for cramp. What is this?
Babe, relax. Today is the day I turn water into wine. We're in the promised land. Max Buy is here to save us, okay?
You're welcome to Max Buy, Ghana's #1 electronic retail store. How may I help you?
You know, my queen deserves the best. Show me your top gadget here.
At Max Buy, we've got it all. Mobile phones, smart TVs, air conditioners, kettles, microwaves, blenders, and more.
Babe, imagine our anniversary selfies with this Techno Camon 30S. Everybody would think that we are Ghana's Jay-Z and Beyonce. Power couple, papa.
Call us on 054-401-9552.
With over 40 shops nationwide, flexible payment plan, online shopping, and home delivery.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is City 97.3.
The City Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
Stepping up. Stepping up. Stepping up. City 97.3. Stepping up. Open sesame. Here comes Rastaman. Abacadabra. Catch me if you can. I know you find it hard to believe that I am the genie of your lamp, and I can do anything you wish, but right now I'm commanding you to dance. Stepping up, stepping up. Oh, I'm stepping up, stepping up. Invisible music, beam me up to the cradle of sound. Rhythm and dance. You cannot see it nowhere on earth. Can this reggae be found? I said, I know you find it hard to believe that I am the genie of your lamp, and I can do anything you wish, but right now I'm commanding you to dance. Rain down, rain down, rain down, brimstone, thunder and lightning, hurricane, ooh, cyclone. As we recite,
7:36. You know when I hear Steel Pulse, I get excited. Happy birthday to my twins, Oko and Aquile of K. Bill Clare Academy, East Legon. God bless you abundantly. From your dad at Ahirasi Ekwapim. Happy birthday to my Akonta Boss T of head of HR at Republic Bank. God bless you from Ni at Ahirasi. Good morning, Bernard. Please wish Professor Samuel Ohini, the Chief of Psychiatry, the Professor of Mental and illustrious son of Abutia, a glorious 70th birthday from Sami's full Sami Godspeed from Koku Bansa. Happy blessed birthday to you, Muriel Adokwe, founder of Class Bar Sometimes it's hard to find words to tell you how much you mean to me. If I did anything right in my life, it was when I gave my heart to you. You're the best. You're my best friend, my soulmate, my everything, the mother of my kids. We see all the things you do for the family. We ask God to continually bless you. The kids and I love you always. From your husband Ellis and your kids Ellison, Aniel, Ariana, and Evander. Happy birthday to Mrs. Mavis Wright. Enjoy your day today, the 14th of April. This is Steel Pulse. Has a new coach. His name is Carlos Queiroz. Very interesting record. Coached Iran for many years. We'll talk about what he brings to the job shortly. But here's one. Control your energy costs, save money. Is your electricity bill too high? Let us show you how to control it and save money. Make maximum use of daylight and use LED lights. Open windows for cross airflow and turn the fan on to slow or medium speed when needed. Adjust the temperature of your refrigerator to the optimum range of 5 degrees Celsius to 7 degrees Celsius and the freezers to minus 18. Use AC wisely. Don't set the temperature lower than 25 degrees Celsius. Change outdated motors, pumps, compressors, boilers to energy efficient ones, and conduct systemic energy audit. Do well to implement a standardized energy management system in your house. Okay, so for more information, visit valcotrustfund.gov.gh or go to efghana.org for more energy saving tips. Another advice I'll give you: if you're building a house, use the old louver blades. These new sliding things are a scam. I don't know how the built. You went to do a program with them last. I don't know how the built environment collectively decided to start using, because they make the rooms hot when there's no
But don't they help when there's rain? Because the old blades, sometimes you get water seeping through, but the sliding windows,
it's more compact.
If the blades are done well and they shut tight, you can close it without shutting.
Yes.
So I think that the sliding thing is not optimal. Look, when there's no power and you don't have an AC on,
it's too hot,
and there are two mosquitoes that decide that they will not leave you alone.
My lord, you'll be in trouble.
So those who are in the built environment, why do you? I actually think sometimes people's business and then aesthetics.
Aesthetics is the word, because you see, instead of the louvers and that net, you sometimes add some net to the louvers when you have the louver blade thingy, right? It doesn't look nice over time, especially when it collects dust, and sometimes it gets weakened from the corners. And yes, it's washed and all, but once you wash, it's and it's difficult to clean. So aesthetically, the new sliding one is more beautiful, but the louver blades are more efficient.
In those days when we were young, you could say that because there was a lot of dust around, your louver blades will accumulate dust, and one of the chores I hated, they will give you a cloth or a foam, and then you use soapy water to wash it, and then you clean it. But these days, a lot of homes are paved, a lot of homes are tiled, so the level of dust is not that much. Now, I just want those who are in the built environment to tell me what advantages these sliding windows have, because I really don't see them. The trouble is that there are two types. There's one that you sort of open outside. So that, when you push it out, the wind that even comes in.
That one is not efficient.
And then there's one that you slide with a net. Now, if the carpenter is not good or the glass guy is not good,
it doesn't fit in well.
It doesn't fit well. You get it. And then
sometimes when you're sliding it doesn't move.
And then if your wall is very close to your window, as in the outside wall, when it rains, and then if the building is not positioned well for air circulation,
the positioning,
you get it. So I feel like we should go back to normal louvers, normal louver blades. There are some which are very nice.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm going to build a new house, I will use louver blades. I'm not going to use my house, which I live in, has sliding windows. It's one of the worst things I've done in my life. So I'm not going to go back to that. So I prefer louver blades. Of course, the old wooden ones there we have to stop. You know when you go to your hometown,
There's this on bar on the right side or the left. You close it like that.
No, there is like wooden.
They are wooden. They're like the louvers tilted, right?
Yes.
And but you're able to open them.
That one you don't. Okay, yes, it's true. You
that
open
one, you
them
just
outside.
them outside.
Yeah, you open them. Yeah.
But that one there is old. That one is old. But louver blades should come back into action. So those of you in the industry, please let me know.
I think we need to use more professionals when we are building, because when you talked about the position, I really felt that I did some interior design sometime last year, and when you're even positioning, you're doing your decor inside, how the building is positioned matters for whether you can use some indoor plants, whether it allows sunshine inside, because sometimes the building is positioned such that sunshine doesn't come in. So if you have indoor plants that need low or mid lights, they'll just die.
But
because of the
these
positioning.
professionals, some of them, they've become beholden to the commercial system.
Interest of their clients.
We will just use sliding doors and that kind of thing. So sometimes you have to tell the person that if you have the money, tell them. And I don't even think louver blades are more expensive than sliding windows. I don't think.
No,
I don't think
so.
louver blades are more expensive. And I think the concept of beauty. When you go to older houses in Dansoman, Kaneshi, and those kind of places, Bubiash, you notice that they have these louver blades.
Yes.
And the man can just sit in his porch and have fresh air.
Yes.
He has trees in his house.
Yes.
But then you have modern houses that people are selling for millions of dollars. There's no grass in the house. And sometimes now people, Charlie, we are so funny. We have put pavements in the car park and we've planted trees on top of the house.
Or carpet. We put artificial carpet on the tiles.
Yeah, I was somewhere this weekend. I think I went to some church or I don't know where I was. I remember now. And everywhere was looking green. I said, hey, this would have done well. When I went to check.
No, it's AstroTurf kind of carpet.
It's sad.
Yeah. And it gets hot. When the sun is up, that
Caleb,
carpet thing is really hot.
Like for me, for an organization, whether it's a company or a church, to decide that instead of cultivating grass, they will go and buy carpet from China and put it on the floor. For me, it reveals a lot of things, because the green grass is not there just for aesthetics. The green grass is there because, number one, you are absorbing water.
Yeah.
Okay. Then it also shows your willingness to do a bit of serious hard work.
Hard work, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So a society that converts all its green spaces into carpet grass,
for convenience,
it reveals convenience
artificial
over
grass.
cultivation.
Yeah.
And for me, when I look at certain things, I can tell a lot about you just by looking at some external things. Okay. Oh yes, because why would you decide that you will spend money to build a big edifice, paint it, do all the decorations inside, do designs on the wall, and then you decide that as for green grass, you can't plant it. So you use carpet grass made from some country. I feel like it's not.
There's a lot of convenient culture.
It's not right. It's not right. And then it's also now become this idea of just AstroTurfs everywhere.
Yeah.
And I've spoken about that, and I don't want to, but I'm just saying to people that I said something about collective wisdom.
Yes.
Okay. There are certain things that we do not because they are easy, but because that's the right thing to do. Okay, we shouldn't always opt for the easy way out. That's why standards are falling in education. And I can link everything. If you will not do the hard work of planting grass, or if you cannot do the hard work of planting green grass on a $1 million facility, what tells me you'll not cut corners when it comes to your taxes, or you'll not cut corners when it comes to quality of education or the food you eat? It's the same thing. You get it? So if you just opt for the easy thing because Charlie,
convenient.
But see, okay, convenience is different from. So let me take what you're saying. Fufu powder is convenience. All right.
Yeah.
Because I don't expect you, or if you buy palm nut soup base, to do permanent, so that's convenience.
Yeah, innovation
Okay,
and convenience.
that one I have no issue with, because I don't expect a person who's busy working to go and buy cassava, cut it, and pound. You know, convenience has its place, but I'm saying that the AstroTurf is not convenience. It's institutionalized laziness. It's not the same thing. Convenience is when you decide that you will buy wache at Auntie Muni and eat because you can't cook wache, or you will buy fufu powder and eat. But even that, on Christmas Day and Easter, you may pound fufu just because you want to have the old way. But if you put up a building at whatever price and decide that all the greenery
hard surfacing
is going to be AstroTurf on the outside, that's beyond convenience. That is institutionalized laziness.
But
It's not convenience. It's not. I disagree. It is opting, because the purpose of grass, as you and I know, we did a report on Ayi Mensa and what's happening there.
Yeah.
That if we only enforce the code of building to leave, because of course the plants are the sponges of the earth, right?
Yeah.
So if people decide to put up a whole bank and decide that they will tile the whole place, okay, because they don't want the difficult work of cleaning it, that's not convenience. That's something else.
Bernard, if you go to what is now the Accra International Airport, right from the departure, when you're getting in there, what you see is artificial plants. It's all the way to the departure hall, and that thing every time is nasty. It gathers dust.
But it's
It doesn't grow.
It's in our churches too.
Yeah,
It's in our company.
Yes, there is space for artificial plants for interior decor and all. But if you have an airport as huge as ours, with all this sunshine, enough space in there, if you go to most airports, you find more natural plants, and some of them you don't need to be even watering them all the time. They are neglect plants that do well.
When we were in school, there was a subject we used to do in SHS called, in my time they call it life skills. But in his time they call it social studies.
Right.
There was something
I had both in my time.
So life skills was JSS.
Yes.
And then when we went to SHS, for a brief period,
No,
social
we still had
studies.
social studies. Social studies was more like
Yes.
geography, current affairs. And we had
Governance,
life skills,
government.
the sewing and
No,
the
let me explain something. So something they used to call it general paper in A level,
Right.
and then when they tend to WASI, they usually initially for like 2 years it was called life skills, and then eventually they called it social studies.
Oh, really?
So the paper he wrote called social studies, which you also wrote called social studies.
Yeah.
In my time was called life skills, but it's social studies. There was a particular course they spoke about the culture of maintenance. Not vocational skills.
No, not vocational skills.
Social
We had
studies.
life skills separately from
No, stay with
social
me. Stay with me.
studies.
Stay with me.
Mhm.
There was a particular subject. That subject was a particular topic. They called a culture of maintenance. So there was always a question about that, and then you say because Ghanaians don't have a culture of maintenance. Now, if an airport or a church or a school decides that instead of planting real grass, they will put AstroTurf or whatever, it's also because maintenance is hard. Okay, so fine, you can do that. But I'm saying that, you see, it translates into other things, because things that matter must be maintained. Do you understand?
Correct.
Things that matter must be
Correct.
maintained. So you may buy AstroTurf or something to replace green grass and get away with it. But you cannot buy, let's even talk about the mindset of the people you work with, or even the quality of teaching in your schools. You cannot use a shortcut. So for me, we've become a society that likes shortcuts, and it makes things cheap and quick. You can get away with it when it comes to food powder. But the real questions of life, you have to maintain.
Bernard, I think
have to.
I still think, contrary to your position, that it's a culture. As Ghanaians, we have a culture of convenience. Okay, you raise a valid point that in some sense it's a matter of laziness, but convenience is ordinarily supposed to facilitate, make things better and easier. Okay, make us comfortable. But when we choose to be overly comfortable, that's when we start building and not paying attention to some, the structure and the what do you call it, where the wind is coming from, etc. You're not paying attention to creating a space for grass and plants to absorb. You're putting carpet grass on your floor instead of growing actual grass. So for me, it's the purpose of that convenience that will determine whether or not it's positive or it's negative. Ordinarily, it should have been positive, but when we abuse it, then we are cutting corners, and then it doesn't even facilitate and make things easier. Now they become clogs.
Let me ask you a question. Don't you think that the fact that you even see artificial flowers or artificial grass as beautiful itself is a problem? Because it means that our quest for convenience has even damaged our sense of beauty.
True.
Because if you enter an airport and you see artificial, because a flower is not just for the way it looks, but the way it smells.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you can live with artificial flowers, it means you're a very selfish person. It means that you are not
So
even.
imagine a man giving a woman
imagine
artificial flowers.
Oh, who does that?
Yeah.
Hey, Caleb.
Yeah, artificial flowers.
So that's what I'm saying. That you see, so you see, when we opt for your so-called convenience, it damages our own sense of appreciation of nature.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can have, and I keep talking about Airport City. How do you build a huge edifice and put not pavement tiles? So you put room tiles. Go and look at how the place is today.
You put that's even dangerous because when
It's
there's rain,
slippery.
it's going to be
It's
slippery.
very slippery.
There are people in Ghana who are supposed to be building regulators. In Ghana, if you have enough money, you can do anything. And again, it goes
It's
back
cutting corners.
No, it's a lot of things. It's cutting corners. It's
Cutting
also
costs.
lack of enforcement. You see, there must be
Yeah.
custodians of standards in every society. If you don't, if you don't have people who set standards that we follow, we will destroy society because the human being is always tending for the easy way out. Okay, but some of it is just the natural appreciation of what is beautiful.
Yes.
Okay, you can build your own house. I cannot force you to plant grass there. But like Caleb, when you go to his house, he has green grass. He believes that he needs natural, but some people don't even want it. They don't even care.
So it's the understanding.
Yes, but you see, so if that's what I'm saying, if you opt for convenience always, it changes your own value system. So you begin to think that it's okay.
But
It's not okay.
let me
It's
give
not
you another
okay to build a
example.
house of $200,000
Units, yes.
and decide that you can't spend a bit of time to have fresh grass,
But
and that everything in your house is artificial.
When you go to the Shai Osudoku District Hospital,
Yeah.
you know, Dr. Ken Brighton was the medical director there for some time. People in the Dodowa community, when they have their weddings, they drive to the hospital to go and take pictures. Yes, because of how they have beautified their grounds, because of the landscaping, the plants.
People used to do that at Volta Hall.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because of the greenery, because of all that. Because you know that beyond the aesthetic value, they provide the quality of air within the space is good. And for any patient who goes to that particular district hospital, too, the place is healing. The environment itself is healing. It's not smelling. It's green and it's fresh. You know, the air is good. But all our spaces in town, for some reason, I do not know.
Somebody sent me a video.
Let me share what architect Tony Asari has sent to me. He says, we are listening. One, ventilation starts with building orientation. In Ghana, we have our wind direction from southwest to northeast.
Southwest. So from Kasua side to northeast.
I have a bad sense of direction.
Okay, southwest to northeast. Okay, I get it. Go on.
Okay, 2, ventilation is a factor of setbacks. The distance between two buildings should be approximately the total of the heights. This allows the draft to settle into the rooms. 3,
so don't build too close to each other.
When the walls of rooms face west, you get a lot of heat from walls through conduction.
When the walls face west.
Yeah.
You get a lot of heat from walls through conduction.
Correct.
4, sliding windows are poor when it comes to ventilation because of the percentage of openings. Awning windows, Caleb, you explained that, and louvers are better.
Correct.
But cleaning is stressful.
It's the same thing.
But please speak to an architect. They will always give you better. But you've given
I won't
us...
speak to you.
Yeah, the only windows is the
Good
sliding
morning
one.
to
Tony, you are speaking to us already.
Sorry.
Read the last point. The last but one point.
The point 3
Yes.
says when the walls of
No,
rooms...
the next one.
The last point is point 4.
Yeah.
Sliding windows are poor when it comes to ventilation because of the percentage of openings.
And then he ends
Awning windows. Caleb, what's that?
I think that's a sliding one.
No,
and the louvers.
No, he says awning windows and louvers are better.
Let me
But
just
cleaning
Google
is
it.
stressful.
Good. So let me know the louvers. That's what I'm saying. You see, louvers are better, but clean is difficult.
Charlie, sometimes we'll be cutting
That's
you.
the point. You see, Kakra, I was reading, and I've said this before, that you
only
see,
windows are over the top like
they
this.
interviewed the president of a country about their culture, and he says if a man can
Okay. So the awning, you kind of open them outside, exterior.
yeah. He says if a man can plant rice, he can wake up every morning and plant and cultivate rice, there's no way his family will be poor, because the discipline you need to plant and tend rice is extreme difficult. Okay. And I'm using that again to come back to this idea of convenience and ease. Sitting in a car is better than walking, obviously, if you want to get to Accra from Adenta. So I'm not saying we don't need technology. Okay, but I'm saying that there are some things that are hard but necessary. And a society that does not value those things and collectively opts for the easy way out will never excel. So if we decide that all our football pitches will become astroturfs, we cannot become world champions. That mindset doesn't produce champions. That mindset is a commercial, lazy mindset. It's a mindset that doesn't appreciate the difficulty of growing and maintaining grass. Oh, it doesn't rain. Go to Tema Community 11. There's a green grass park there, very beautiful. Go to Legon. There's a school park, Abedipele Park, it's green. So it's not because it doesn't rain, it's because somebody's not minding it. So if all of us decide that we're going to do one constituency, one astroturf, it reveals that we ourselves, we are not a serious society. And that's why churches are now bringing astroturf, bring artificial flowers. We have to go back to things that are innately stronger and better quality. That, you see, a lady sent me a video, or somebody sent me a video of a lady who was sitting by drains and saying that because of traffic in Accra, we should reimagine our storm drains as canals for transportation. The biggest impediment to that is not lack of government money. I didn't hear fair. That's the so the biggest impediment to that plan she has is because society-wise, or is it? I didn't hear time. I don't know. I don't know which one to say. Basically, we've lost a sense of appreciation of beauty, and we've papered over the cracks with cheap solutions. Cheap solutions. So we are not interested in doing the hard work that development requires. Clearing a storm drain, making sure our refuse is separated from source. We don't want to do that. We just want to dump the refuse anywhere. Probably. Yeah. All right. And I'm saying this as a commentary on Ghanaian society that we have to change our minds. If we want to be competitive and to be respected, we have to go back to appreciation of what is beautiful. Yes. Valuing what is beautiful and doing the hard work of cultivating things that are beautiful, because beautiful things must be cultivated. Every gardener does his work on his knees. If you want to really be a proper gardener, you don't do it from distance. You go on your knees and you tend the flowers for them to give you the beauty. If you will not invest in that, it's a commentary on our shortcut, cheap side mindset. So let's change. 8 o'clock, City Breakfast Show. And all this came because we were announcing for you from one of my mentions how to conserve energy in the home. This was an announcement sponsored by the Energy Foundation, I think. Or is it? Is it the foundation? Okay, it's from Valco Trust Fund and EF Ghana. And it's brought to you by Ministry of Green Energy and Green Transition, Energy Foundation, yes, Valco Trust Fund, PURC, ECG, Blue Power Authority, Gridco, and VRA. Right. Beat the tariffs, you can save 10 to 20%. That's how we went on this rabbit trail that has ended us. But it's fine. Second social media trends is next.
It's brought to us by Telecel.
Edwin Kwakufi is here. Edwin, welcome.
Thank you very much, Bernard. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So we are waking up to news of Carlos Queiroz's appointment as the Black Stars head coach for the World Cup. So he has beaten a number of people who were shortlisted for the job, including Paulo Bento and Fernando Santos. Queiroz, of course, he's managed all over the world, a number of national teams and club teams as well. National teams including Oman, Qatar, Iran, Egypt, South Africa, Portugal.
Yeah, man.
Club teams, he has managed Real Madrid. He's been assistant at Manchester United, very high-profile job under Sir Alex Ferguson. So the main thing that people are looking at is the fact that he's managed 2 different African countries. First of all, he took charge of South Africa, I believe it was in 2001. Yes, led them to the World Cup, the qualification for the World Cup in 2002, and also took them to the African Cup of Nations as well. And then he's coached Egypt. He coached them for
the AFCON final.
Yes, AFCON. Yeah, he coached Egypt 20 matches. From 2001 to 2002. So he had
2021.
Yeah, 2021 to 2022. So 20 matches there. So he has experience with African teams. He's also led a few of the teams to the World Cup before. So he has World Cup experience. So he seems like the perfect person from the job on the face of it. But the concerns people are raising is that we shouldn't really expect anything from him anyway, because he has barely any time to pick a squad for the World Cup, test them, and go and compete at the tournament. And also the fact that one of our key players, Kudus Mohammed, might not make it to the World Cup anyway, it's basically killed most of our chances.
Charlie, Pastor Mauli, please include Mohamed Kudus in the seasons of prayer, because I really need him at the World Cup. He needs to recover. So we need him. He's a difference maker.
Yes, he
so we should include him in all our prayers. Even if he's half fit, let's take him. It's better than the full fit mini play. Who's Remy? Go on.
Okay, so let's move on to that, to a bit of controversy which is brewing on social media, because the Creative Arts, Tourism and Minister Ablaji Fagomashi, she posted on Facebook from the screenshot I see, it was 16 hours ago. She posted, Kete is Kente equals Ghana. Kente is Kete equals Ghana.
Kete.
Sorry.
Kete. We call it Kete.
Yes, Kete. Sorry. Kete is Kente equals Ghana. Fugu, woven by Ghanaians, equals Ghana.
Okay.
So the people are upset because they feel that it's an attempt to take away Kente from the Ashantis.
Are you tripping?
Yeah, that's the conversation on social media. So Kente trending, Abla Gumashi trending.
No. Kente is not for Ashantis. Kente is for Ghanaians. Because we always too, we've been doing Kente weaving for many centuries. So look for another issue.
If I can just say,
don't even go there.
It matters not,
Don't
because
even go there.
different cultures express
the
the same cultural values and principles and ideas differently. So your language may be different.
I always call it
but it's the same,
Kete. So I don't even know why people are upset.
Yeah.
Okay, we are happy. I'm happy she's done that.
No, and I think the core of her message is that we are the same people.
We are the same people.
It's the same culture that we are expressing.
You see, which is guy insists on calling it Kete.
Yes.
It's because of such things.
There's lots of very angry,
Charlie,
very
people
problems
running around. Though.
Yeah, so they feel there's been a recent attempt by people in high places to reduce the influence of Kente by adding.
How? And this started when we were doing the Fugu
That's too many problems to entertaining these petty divisions.
We've had a discussion previously on this focus on tribal strengths or ethnic strengths over nation on social media. We need to be very, very, very careful.
Very, very
we
careful.
need to be very, very, very careful. We have whole accounts that are simply set up to pursue that agenda.
Yeah.
And they pursue it.
But we must set the record straight. Kente doesn't belong to any one group. So that one, you cannot claim.
You know, tomorrow you are featuring heavily on the trends.
Oh, you think I care?
Yeah, I know you don't care, but I'm telling you that
the facts are facts.
They'll deal with you.
We call it Kete. Asantis call it Kente.
You said what you've said.
It is woven in different places.
You'll see tomorrow.
The Northerners too have Fugu, which also is woven.
Yeah. Yes.
So
for me,
if you go to, for example, when we do Heritage and go to Agoti Mekpetwe, they have an ancient history of Kete weaving.
I know.
So you cannot tell me that it's somebody is trying to de-emphasize Kente. Just the name you call it. So it's not something we should make it like that.
It's a common thing among different people.
There's nothing
expressed in language and in culture differently. But at the end of the day, let's focus on what brings us together.
Please, what else is trending?
Okay, so the various Champions League matches tonight are trending. Today, Liverpool.
Is Champions League still on?
Yes, it's on.
So you watch tonight?
For the teams that have hope.
You will not watch tonight?
Even if you catch me and tie me behind the TV,
then we will do that.
We're
going to punish you.
I'm going for prayer meeting.
We are going to punish you. We'll tie you in a chair.
You come by
and put you in front of a screen.
The spirit of Anfield.
My God.
Okay, so Liverpool are taking on PSG. They are down 2-0.
Liverpool win.
Oh, liar.
Liverpool win.
I don't believe me. I don't have that faith.
Liverpool win.
Okay, and the other game sees Barcelona take on Atletico Madrid. And one player has been speaking, Lamine Yamal. He has told Diego Simeone that if he believes himself, let him put him 1v1 versus a defender. Just put one
but
defender.
No coach in his right mind just 1v1 versus Lamine Yamal. No coach in his right mind.
They will put the attention on Lamine Yamal and then somebody else will score the goal.
No coach.
Okay.
Everybody does a double marking when it comes to Lamine Yamal because even that one is a problem.
He says give him 1v1 defender. He will see
no
what happens. Okay, so the controversy over the publican's AI system is also trending online because just recent now the freight forwarders have declared a 4-day strike over the matter. Yesterday you spoke to the head of the GRA on the point of view, and he has been talking about the gains made because of the introduction of the system. That's the now generates $3 million daily because of the system, which has helped them cover some gaps. So that discussion is still ongoing, whether eventually the freight forwarders will accept it or not. They currently do not want to accept it, but we've definitely seen some gains from its introduction. So the conversation will go on everywhere, including social media.
Edwin, has a ceiling Ketia come up in your trends?
Yes.
All right. Are you done?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
There are many reasons to connect, and it's all to put smiles on the faces of those you love.
Daddy, thanks for the tea cash, okay? I love you.
That's my daughter Angela. Caring for my parents, that's my duty. I also get to pay my utility bills easily with Telecel Cash. And to the suppliers at my shop,
hello sir, Telecel Cash payment received right on time. Thank you.
I get to make them smile because I can pay to my suppliers' merchant numbers, even on other networks directly. My dear ones, we keep the connection stronger when our family, friends, and business relations are happy. Live on cash, enjoy convenience, and make those who matter smile when you send them money with Telecel Cash.
Telecel, connecting energies.
Dear business owner, congrats on not giving up on your business. You deserve a medal, and your business deserves to be taken to the next level. In fact, it's about time you run a Zenith Bank SME account so you and your business can enjoy the perks of the Zenith SME Business Card. Oga and Oga Madam status.
The Zenith SME Business Card is a Visa debit card for making secure payments for goods and services. Enjoy great benefits such as free customized digital SME training, free marketing toolkits, access to Visa practical skills training, and more. Unlock the potential of your business today. Visit any Zenith Bank branch nationwide and sign up for the Zenith SME Business Card, the ultimate payment solution for SMEs. For more information, visit www.zenithbank.com.gh or call 0302 680-884 or 0307-086-370. Zenith Bank, in your best interests.
You can't deny it when you taste it. The rich, creamy goodness of Cowbell coffee. One sip and you feel it. It's Cowbell coffee. Taste it and you love it. It's a virtual feeling. One sip and you feel it. It's Cowbell coffee.
For the big days and the seemingly ordinary, creamy Cowbell coffee is with you every moment.
This advert is FDA approved.
My friends, I'm a very happy man. Let me share my testimony. I needed a home at a prime location, but I didn't have enough money.
The little I had was too small to buy even a studio apartment, but a friend of mine introduced me to invest to own from Priority View Homes. I invested the little money I had for only 2 years. True to their word, at the maturity date, I qualified for a 2-bedroom luxury apartment at a prime location in Accra. Now look at me, living in my own home without the usual hassle. If you want a stress-free home to live in, I would advise you to sign up to their invest to own policy in partnership with Omni Basic Bank and say cheers to a new home. You may call Priority View Homes Limited on 055-588-2294 or 024-4068-477 and you will never regret you did. Priority View Homes. There's no place like home.
Is your electricity bill too high? Let me show you how to control your energy costs and save a lot of money. Make maximum use of daylight. Use LED lights and open your windows to create a cross airflow. Only turn the fan on to slow or medium speed when needed. Adjust the temperature of your refrigerator to the optimum range of 5 degrees Celsius to 7 degrees Celsius and the freezers to -18 degrees Celsius. Use your AC wisely. Don't set the temperature lower than 25 degrees Celsius. It consumes about 70% of the electricity in your homes. Change outdated equipment like motors, pumps, compressors, and boilers to energy efficient ones. Conduct a systemic audit and improve the efficiency of your significant energy users. Implement a standardized energy management system like the ISO 50001. Visit www.valcotrustfund.gov.gh for more energy saving tips and messages to save more money. This energy conservation advice is brought to you by the Ministry of Energy, Energy Foundation, Valco Trust Fund, PURC, ECG, Bui Power Authority, Gridco, and VRA. Control your energy cost and save money.
The World Cup is coming. And this time, you're not just watching it, you're living it. Match Experience Hospitality is giving you front row access to football's biggest stage in absolute style. Think VIP stadium seating, exclusive lounges, gourmet dining, and priority access. No stress, no hassle, just pure football luxury. This isn't just a ticket. This is the World Cup experience. With over a decade as an official FIFA sales agent, Match Experience Hospitality knows exactly how to turn a match into a lifetime memory. So upgrade your World Cup. Call 055-155-1119. Visit matchexphospitality.com or walk into any Absa Bank branch, our official banking partner today. Match Experience Hospitality. Don't just watch the game, live it. Match Experience Hospitality is doing this with Absa Bank as its official banking partner and Glyco as your official travel insurance partner.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Rally around the red, gold, black, and green. And please don't feel offended, though. You can use your AstroTurf or whatever. Me, I'm saying that. You know, I don't know why when we point out, you see, some of what we do is social commentary. You look at social behaviors and comment on them. And sometimes it's good when you feel angry about it. But for me, it's not meant to offend at all. But you see, if you need to think deeply about the long-term implications of things we do. We cannot give excuses and say we don't have water, we don't have whatever. Trust me, Burkina Faso, we have more water than them. They are Senegal. We have more water than Senegal. yet their capital is greener than ours. So one excuse after another.
What is that?
You see, so for me, it's not like I wake up in the morning, I want to kind of insult people. Though. Think about the long-term implications or the wider ramifications of what we do and what it reveals about our own priorities as a people. That's how to get better.
I agree.
Okay, so let's not take it personal at all. And by the way, growth is not just about becoming bigger. It's about becoming better.
Sharp.
At First Atlantic Bank, integrity has always guided us and our customers always come first.
Sharp.
Today, we take that commitment in a bold new way by becoming a PLC, publicly listed company on the Ghana Stock Exchange. Strengthens our accountability, deepens our credibility, and positions us to serve families, businesses, and communities. First Atlantic Bank, now a First Atlantic Bank PLC, a promise to lead with integrity, customer centricity, agility, resilience, and excellence. First Atlantic Bank, professionally different. Locals Estates understands that you need a place of your own, and we make it work with beautifully landscaped 3-bedroom houses in safe, secure, community-focused estates with a clubhouse, gym, swimming pool, and 24-hour security. No stress, no guesswork, no fear, just smart design in prime locations built for real families and real futures. Call 0200 557 704 or visit locusestate.com for more information. It's time to make that move. It's time for a cold Malta Guinness. When the mind, body, and Malta Guinness unite, nothing is beyond your reach. Vim up your day with the revitalizing taste of Malta Guinness, packed with B vitamins. Malta Guinness is not just any soft drink. It's a quality refreshment boosted with B vitamins and brewed with sorghum and malt. Charge forward towards your goal with each sip of its nourishing natural goodness. Now selling at just 12 cedis. Remember to look out for the proudly made in Ghana symbol on every bottle or can of Malta Guinness. Malta Guinness, we move. This John just watched the World Cup. Live it. With over a decade as an official FIFA sales agent, Match Experience Hospitality brings you premium access to football's biggest stage with VIP seating, exclusive lounges, gourmet dining, and priority entry. No stress, no hassle, just pure football luxury. It's more than a ticket, it's the World Cup experience. Upgrade now. For enquiries, call 055 155 1119. Visit Match X Hospitality or matchexphospitality.com or walk into any APSA branch for more information. The 2026 World Cup experience is brought to you by Match Experience Hospitality, APSA Bank as the official banking partner, and Glyco as the official travel insurance partner. Match Experience Hospitality, don't just watch the game, live it.
And you know that moment when the alarm rings and life is already asking questions. Campus, office, hustle, dreams waiting to be chased. Those are the moments when you need something that helps you show up and keep going. That's why Cowbell Coffee stays with me every single moment. Whether you're grinding for that exam, pushing deadlines at work, or cooking up the next big idea, Cowbell Coffee gives you that creamy taste and rich coffee aroma to kickstart your day right, and you can enjoy it anytime. Because success doesn't happen overnight. It's the little moments, the early mornings, the late nights, and through it all, Cowbell Coffee day with you. Cowbell Coffee with you every moment. Good morning, Ghana. We all know that life doesn't wait for payday. Whether it's school fees, business, emergency, finally starting that project, you need a partner who says yes. That partner is Blue Financial Services Limited Ghana. Listen, with the Blue iFinance app, you can get a loan disbursed as little as 4 hours. No long queues, no paperwork. Blue investment rates are also among the most competitive in the country. So don't just survive, thrive with Blue. Download the Blue iFinance on the Play Store or App Store today. Call 0303 968 196. WhatsApp us directly 0501 609 958. Follow us online, Blue FSGH, Blue Financial Services, Trust in Blue. Now imagine a world where your power never fails, your data is always secure, and your business never stops. That's the world LEF Signature Limited. Left Signature Limited is building every single day, from expert electrical engineering services to cutting-edge renewable energy solutions like solar and microgrids. Left Signature keeps your world powered and protected. Our data center and cloud services ensure maximum uptime, seamless connectivity, strong disaster recovery, so your business never misses a beat. We also deliver custom applications, ERP systems, and AI-powered solutions designed to boost productivity and drive growth. So download the LEP Power app from the Play Store, App Store, or access the web version. Leftsignature.com is where to visit. 0256 111 811 is the number. Our office is at Lashibi North Celebrity Estate. Left Signature Limited, driving progress through technology and engineering excellence. For all our friends dreaming of studying abroad or taking the IELTS test, have you ever been scammed or charged unnecessary fees now that it come out your inside? So IDP Education will make your dreams come alive. We have counseling and application support services. They are completely free. We help you save money while you secure genuine opportunities abroad. So your journey begins with us. IDP Education Ghana. We offer free support for study abroad applications to the UK, US, Australia, New Zealand, Ireland, and Canada. We help thousands of students, and you could be next. Visit our office at Osu Ako Ejay, and in Kumasi we are in Edum Nsuase. Call us 020-256-6614 or 054-233-1052. Book your IELTS test today. Speak to your counselor and take the first step toward your future abroad.
All right, here are some comments on the discussion around the resort to artificial grass.
Let me check.
Help me with those.
Okay, Bernard, I'm always surprised seeing people in buildings, offices, and areas decorated with artificial flowers. My experience whilst traveling to Doha at the airport were that all the flowers were natural and beautiful. Now in Ghana, most debra grounds are covered with artificial carpets. I don't understand. We are becoming lazy.
Too much.
God in his wisdom created grass and flowers for our good in terms of health. Thanks for bringing this up, Bernard. Hi guys. Everyone wants sliding windows because they want to give modern vibes. Kwame from Medina.
Modern
Good
vibes
morning.
indeed.
I will agree with Bernard. Convenience should be in most cases one of situation, but in this case, the right things are always foundational for the future.
Yeah.
Bernard, thanks for mentioning the Louvre Blades. I'm building now and contemplating which is which. Once on a visit to Accra, the room in a friend's house was so hot, I slid the glass window just a bit for air. A thief used a long pole to take my little handbag that contained my wallet, keys, and money. They couldn't do that if it was Louvre's. Suffolk and Tanka from the UK.
Good morning, Bernard. Would you believe Lekman offices have artificial turf for green grass?
Yeah, sorry.
I saw them sweeping it this morning on my walk. I was mortified. There's a lot more on this that people have sent. I'm just going to read a couple more.
Bernard, while at it, you know that if you're in an area that's also very dusty, the road is not done. The sliding, opening, the inconvenience is too much. But again, if the area is dusty, roads are not done, and you've cleared all the trees too, when the winds blow, there won't be the windbreak that will trap some of the dust for you. So one of the reasons I actually grow these plants is to trap the dust also, because some areas can be really dusty.
Good morning, guys. I like your angle on grass and greens and the louvers. Keep hitting it. As Accra hits 150 years, we can turn things around. The assembly can create jobs. The roads to green Accra 3 to 5 year plan. Inspectors will go around homes to help us all turn our spaces into green areas.
Sure.
The assemblies and municipalities and constituencies should mop up the youth who are jobless for this project. We actually have a major need for jobs in the country, and I'm not sure whether it's going to be in the sanitation space or the greening space or the building space, but we need to really think of a sustainable way of employing a lot of our young people.
Yeah.
Because the population of young people is large, and the number of security jobs is not growing. You look at the recent security recruitment and all the people going, there isn't just enough space for these people.
Sure.
So the jobs are in the built environment, the jobs are in the sanitation area, landscaping, agriculture. These are the places we should invest for large-scale labor-intensive manufacturing as well, so that we can also buy things made here. So it's a very, very big discussion we should have. In the meantime, Tecno has released the all-new Camon 50 series featuring a leading AI zoom camera for capturing exciting moments. These include 3 models, the 50, the 50 Pro, and the 50 Ultra, which supports eSIM. Powered by Tecno AI, the phones deliver a real-life photography experience with features such as AI 60x Super Zoom, AI Auto Zoom, and Super Zoom Flash Snap. For productivity, the series also offers the one-tap flash memo function for scanning documents and the improved Ella AI assistant as a live companion. The phones feature a sleek design in vibrant colors, high durability, water resistance, and a strong battery capacity. Visit any Techno store to choose from the Camon 50, the Camon 50 Pro, or the Camon 50 Ultra. And welcome to the Republic Verse, where your money and your business and your dreams level up. Own your dream home with Republic Bank mortgages. Grow faster with SME and corporate banking solutions. Run your daily finances smoothly with retail and commercial banking products. Build wealth with investment and trust management, and pay anywhere, anytime with Republic Visa credit or debit cards. Whether you're starting out, scaling up, or stepping into the next future or the next level, Republic Vest gives you the power to do more and shine brighter. Call 0800 414 414 or 0546 414 414. The Republic Vest, do more, shine more, big up.
All right, people are winning big on 590 mobile just by dialing star 959 hash. NLA has increased the playing time of your favorite 590 mobile from Monday to Saturday. Noon rush starts from 8:30 p.m. and closes at 1:25 p.m. the next day, while the evening draw starts at 1:30 p.m. and closes at exactly 7:55 p.m. More time to stake more and more time to win more. But note, Sunday Asida remains the same with no change. Catch all the 590 mobile evening live draws from Monday special to Sunday Asida on GTV broadcast from 8 p.m. to 8:15 p.m. sharp. Always remember to stake responsibly, not for persons below 18 years. Call 0308 249 477 for inquiries. 590 mobile at Dawunsem.
All right, so the Ghana Black Stars has a new coach. He is the 73-year-old Portuguese journeyman by the name Carlos Queiroz. What does he bring to the job, and what are the realistic targets we should be setting for him? Godfrey will be telling us more about that. But here's an interesting message. Bernard, I'm trimming my hedges as you discuss this.
Nice.
The young guys are spraying weedicides in my village. And their sheep and goats come to graze here in my lawn. And then there's more comments. Parliament has removed the grass at the main entrance and replaced it with artificial carpet grass.
Wow.
This should be removed.
Wow.
And then we are getting people sending us various designs of louver blades, which allow more circulation than the sliding windows. Good morning, boss. Please, talking about windows in a house, I am with the mind that going or looking into the future, very soon people will start building without windows to their rooms because of insecurity. The younger generation these days, because they are into drugs and armed robbery, when a room has a window, you can tell where the bed is. So to me, I think for security reasons, people will build without windows soon. Hey bro, how is that even going to happen?
Is that a warehouse?
I don't know, Charlie.
But some quick ideas for people, right? It's raining now. When you plant now, it will do very well. So if you have friends who have plants in their homes, just visit them while you're leaving. Ask them for some. They will give you some cuttings. You can nurse and they will do very well. You can ask for some seeds here and there. Go to the Forestry Commission office. They have some seedlings. You can choose to go for fruit crops like coconut, avocado, orange, and all those things. They will serve you very well. Some of them don't have roots that are disruptive like the neem tree, so they will do very well. They won't affect your foundations, and also go to the Forestry Commission, ask for seedlings. I think for the most part they are free.
Wonderful.
And then there are flower expo and plant expos that go on every now and again. Do well to visit. They are not that expensive. Buy some. They will grow with time. You can just multiply. Finally, I want to appeal to the prison's head office. When you drive past the police headquarters, it's very beautiful. The median between the prisons and then SIC is very weedy. When you're even negotiating the curve onto the mirror, you won't see the oncoming vehicles. I don't know who's supposed to clean it, but the police side is nice. The prison and the SIC is nasty. So I'm telling them for the information.
Good morning, Bernard. I report of a distress this morning at Amoana Prasu community in Birim district in the eastern region. The transformer has been damaged for about 3 weeks now. Schools, clinics, and the whole community has been without power. All efforts to get it replaced and power restored fall on deaf ears. If your regional correspondent can get first-hand information, also ready to connect you to a chief in the community. So that's a message coming through. Prasu community in the Birim district. All right, so Godfrey, quickly on the coach. He seems very experienced. He's 73 years old. Is it the kind of person you were expecting when Okay, who were you expecting? Okay, let's change the question. If you had your way and money were not a problem, who would you have brought to coach the Stars before we deal with this guy? If you had your way.
There is no exact way of picking one.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I mean, national team football is very different from club football. So we've had people who've been successful at club football who haven't been successful at national team football. We've had people who have been successful at national team football. They haven't been successful at club football. You know, so there isn't an exact science. You just need to find a candidate that you think is the best fit for what you have at the moment and go with it. That is why national teams are in the moment.
Okay, let me just ask another question. There were people who were expecting the French coach.
But when we had that discussion, I told you that there were 3 Portuguese, 3 Iberians.
Yes. So you knew that we are not going to get
Hervé
Renard.
At this point, no.
Not yet.
Yes. After the World Cup, yes. Now, no.
Were these 3 people scouted or headhunted, or did they apply? Do you know?
I don't know about that, but what I do know is that the day you asked me whether I knew.
You knew it was one of the 3, or you knew it was this guy?
I knew it was this guy.
So why didn't you tell me?
It was privileged information.
But what are you keeping information for?
Oh.
So
is that not what we do?
So we knew.
I mean, you've
kept the information now.
Yeah,
it's okay. Been open.
Aye.
But seriously, who is Carlos Queiroz?
I think it's not an easy question to answer, but he's meticulous. He's organized. He likes preparation. He likes structure.
Okay.
And by that reference, a lot of people think he's very defensive. You know, it's a reputation that as well. And I mean, when Alex Ferguson was having issues with the defensive side of his game, it was Carlos Queiroz he brought to fix those problems.
Okay.
That is why he was very important. Alex Ferguson didn't have attacking problems; he had defensive problems.
Okay.
So Queiroz was the one he brought to fix that side of the game for him.
Okay.
And then built.
So he's perceived as a defensive coach.
He's a lot of people perceive him that way because if you look at his body of work, he's always had a heavy focus on structure and teams being disciplined and teams being difficult to break down. It doesn't necessarily connote somebody who is defensive.
Okay.
But it connotes somebody who doesn't want his teams to be broken down easily. I mean, you don't bring through 2 golden generations of Portugal by being a defensive coach. This is Luis Figo and Rui Costa's coach.
At the under 20?
At the under 20 level. That was not a defensive team. That was an ultra-attacking team.
Okay.
So I think there's been an evolution of his process where he began to focus on the pragmatic part of the game and focused his skill sets there. And I think he's grown from there, which is why he's not exciting for a lot of Ghanaians in terms of, okay, what is he going to do with us? We want to see attacking football. This is somebody who is very defensive. But I am not too disappointed with him as a short-term candidate. One, because, and I said this earlier, you need clarity of message. And if you look at, I think one thing I have gleaned from his work across the past 15 or 20 years is there's always been clarity of what he wants to do. When he comes, you know exactly what this man expects.
Okay.
And so the messaging to the players in terms of this is how I want my team to look like, and his ability to drill the team to look that way is pretty clear. We didn't have that with Otto. I think there was a mishmash of those things, and that's why I told you that the players were not very enthused by the way they were being set up in certain games because it made them look much worse than they are.
Okay.
The players don't like that because you've set them up in a way where the fans are looking at them like, are you amateurs or what? This is supposed to be a national team. And the players don't like that. The assumption is that Queiroz solves that problem because his track record shows that he's able to do these things. Second thing is his ability to work with teams that are not endowed with so much talent. I think a large chunk of the reputation he has earned as a defensive coach, and I put that in quotes, or a defensive-minded coach is born out of the fact that he's worked with teams. If you look at Oman, you can't play football with Oman. You can't play attacking football with Oman. You can't play attacking football with Qatar. You can't play attacking football with Iran. We can't play attacking football with the Egypt team he inherited in 2021.
So ultra defensive.
Yes, it was a team that had Mohamed Salah as his only genuine attacking talent. If you are taking over a Ghana 2010 or a 2014, that's a different kettle of fish. You know, but this current Ghana team is a team that requires organization. It's a team that requires somebody who can put the sum of all the parts together to get a song out of the team.
And it's not going to be easy.
It's not going to be easy. So I think that is where maybe the consideration for him also comes in. I think about it and I say, look, if you look at our build-up towards the World Cup, it hasn't been the best. We are conceding a lot of goals. The team looks a bit dysfunctional.
Yeah.
They're low on confidence. And the Ghana Football Association and the government, I'm sure, are looking at this. I'm saying, let's go to the World Cup and not embarrass ourselves. That's the most important thing. Part one. Kofi Adams might say we are going to win the World Cup to Frema, but we know that's not going to happen. But the most important thing is don't get whooped 7-1. Don't get whooped 5-1. And if Australia is whooping you 5-1, you are praying, God, can I go there and close shop a bit? So
a respectable World Cup.
A respectable World Cup to.
Which will be what stage? Do you think we can make it to the quarterfinals?
No. The World Cup is very difficult.
But it's an expanded World Cup, so even as if you play, you can get into the knockout
stages.
That one,
we should just a win.
We should be
just one win.
No, we should be able to get out. You see, get into the knockouts. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
So once you're in the knockout stage, anything can happen. Yeah. So that one,
the lack of the draw also plays a role in there. Yeah. But I think ultimately it's about somebody who gives you the opportunity not to get embarrassed.
Do you think he will want to take a second look at the players he has? Because there's a feeling that the collapse have been some way. I'll give you an example. There are people who point to players every week, right? This week, of course, we have a guy in Coventry who's qualified. Some guy scored in France somewhere. Or something. Some boys started for Atletico last week against Barca. Yeah. So would he use the period to look at other players? Because some people feel that we have better resources than we are using.
Well, this is where we will see just how wide the scouting pool of the Ghana Football Association is, because there will be data available on the player pool. Who's doing
but who calls the players? Is it the FA or the coach?
The coach. But I'm saying, but the FA maintains a player pool, because there's data tracking of the players. If a coach is coming in, he has his own people who will do the data tracking. So he can say, based on A, B, C, D metrics, find me this type of player who is Ghanaian. He can get that information in 15 to 20 minutes. But that is hard information. Then he needs to find the soft information. And that's one you have to do with the Ghana Football Association. Because
to talk to the person.
There are people who would have worked with some of the players before. So then you're asking Fatah Dada, what is the difference between Atizigi? It's not just the data sheet I'm looking at, because on the data sheet, maybe Atizigi is better than Benjamin Azari. But why is Azari the number one? So those are the soft conversations that need to be had with maybe handing over notes, whatever. But I think he'll have access to his own data. Coaches at that level and where the game has reached, people talk about, he doesn't know the players. Regragui went to the World Cup on 10 days notice. Knowing the players simply means entering data into a computer somewhere and checking what is happening. But the rest will come later. So, again, I think it's a pragmatic choice. Again, short term, with the hope that...
Let me ask another question. With the fact that we have a lot of wing attacking players, there seems to be a lot of that in our team.
Strong wing players.
Fatau Isahaku, Kamaldeen Suleiman, even this guy Nyama.
Yeah.
A lot of our players seem to be of that kind.
Yeah.
What can he do with such a team? So it's like fast break.
Exactly. Which is why, again, I said he might make sense in the short term for the World Cup.
So defend and then break.
Quick transitions.
Okay.
So somebody like Semenyo would be important in such a system, because at Bournemouth, possession heavy team do a bit different from what we have. Bournemouth are very good on the ball, but Semenyo was the focus of that very quick transition. So maybe he can build that base around, but those things require time on the field, and that is the big concern everybody has. He doesn't have too much time on the field to say, this is how we stay organized, this is how we do this, to coach those things repetitively. But then also the thing is, the assumption is national team, I always tell you, players, is best in class. So it's not supposed to take very long to tell somebody who's playing.
They know what to
City
do.
That
once
when
you coach them,
this, we do
so
that.
basically organize them and motivate them
exactly,
to play
and be able to respond to what the
other coach
opponents
is doing.
are showing. And again, concerns have been raised about his winning record. And again, let me say something.
Does Ghana have more skillful players than Iran?
Yeah, we have
more.
We have better talent.
Better talent than Iran. So if they are better coach, we could do better than Iran have done.
Yes, we have better talent than Iran has ever seen.
Okay.
But if you look at the Iranian team of the 2018 World Cup, they were in the same group as Spain and Portugal. Go and watch those games.
Oh, okay. It's my homework. Iran was in the same group as Spain and Portugal.
Yes. Although in the
Russia World Cup.
Yes. Although in the England one, the last World Cup, they lost heavily against England and 1-0 against the US.
Oh, they beat US?
No. The US beat them 1-0, but they beat Wales.
Oh, they beat Wales.
Lost to England.
So they won one game and
heavily.
I think England beat them 4-0 or so.
6 or so.
What happened to them?
That England team was third in the World Cup. Okay. It's a very strong English
But
team.
they lost 1-0 to the US.
Yes.
And then they beat Wales
2-0.
But in 2018...
Go and watch that Iranian
because
team.
they were in the same Portugal and Spain.
Spain and Portugal.
Wow.
Go and check that group.
I don't remember what happened there, but...
I'm not even just saying it for your benefit. I'm just saying it was... You could see the peak Kiros at work with minimal material, but a team that understood what it had to do against world-class opposition. So again, it brings me to the matter of the concerns about he doesn't have a winning record, and I think it's good that people are raising them because it means that we have high standards, we have high expectations of our national team. But the truth is this: the coaches. National team football is not the kind of place you can get a coach who has won 20 or 30 games on the trot. It's not club football. It's per tournament. So somebody will say, well, okay, he went to the last tournament and did this. Well, the last tournament he was there with...
but he's a tournament coach. That one is solid.
He has an understanding of what needs to be done. He's competent.
Very good.
I think the most important thing I can say is
he's competent.
Nobody can sit here and say he's not competent.
Correct.
The questions might be, is he past his sell-by date? Perhaps, but if I brought Marcelo Bielsa to coach the Black Stars of Ghana,
would you say he's past his
sell-by date?
No.
How many games has he won as a national team coach?
Not that many.
Exactly.
But he's a world-class...
But he's perhaps the most innovative coach
in the
of this generation.
Correct.
So sometimes it's not just about... It's what you can do with the materials that are available to you. So interesting times for him.
Okay.
The last one is the matter of cost.
Yes. How much are we paying?
We need to find, and this is just also for the general Ghanaian audience and the general football populace, and also maybe to the powers that be who pay the bills. You cannot be chasing quality on a shoestring budget because part of the difficulty with this hiring was the ministry's insistence on paying within a certain range. The elite coaches that Ghanaian football fans think they deserve
they have to be paid.
They don't get paid 50,000, 60,000. There is no elite. Look, the Aliou Cissé,
Senegal
at the moment left a job in Libya that was paying him 46,000 to go to Angola. He's going to end in the 70s.
Dollars.
Yes.
My God.
A month.
Yes, he's going to end in the 70s.
My God.
Wow.
Do you think that, I'm sure if Ghana approaches Aliou Cissé and Aliou Cissé says he will charge Ghana 70 or 80,000 euros or dollars, Ghana was, but you are from Senegal.
Sure. We look down upon our own. Sure. Aliou Cissé has taken Senegal to
an AFCON win.
Yeah.
He's an elite level coach.
So now African teams are now getting other African coaches too.
Yes, but the point I'm just trying to make is we need to find balance with our need or craving for a World Cup coach, a world-class coach as we think, and the fact that you go and mention Jose Mourinho's name, but the moment you are saying we can't pay him that much, you expect Jose Mourinho's level of coach or whoever, irrespective of how low you think they have fallen, they will not come and take a certain kind of job for a certain amount of money.
Okay.
2, let's understand this also. I want to, if we don't have time.
I was going to ask you a question.
Let me just finish
your point and I'll ask you a question again.
I'm just trying to let people understand. When you travel to cover the Black Stars, you see, the feeling we have about our Black Stars here and the feeling amongst other people abroad is very different. Ghana, we sometimes we look down on our black stars. Yasa, it's a very big job
to handle Ghana Black Stars.
Look, Ghana can sink to its lowest. The title of head coach of the Ghana national football
it's a big
team,
thing.
It's a big deal for people who work in football. So sometimes we tend to think that it's just Ghana because we live in it. But for the outside,
the reputation of the
who works
team
in
is
football. Most of them see a potential to, if you get it right with Ghana, you could do great things.
Especially after 2010.
So a lot of the big names bet on that.
Okay.
So sometimes.
So he will see it as a challenge. You are saying that coach it's not a small job.
It's not a small job, and that's what I'm also trying to because my understanding from engaging with a lot of Ghanaians is they seem to think that but Ghana, Ghana is no longer a good team. Yes, we know we are not a good team, but for the person who is sitting there, the coach who is out there, Ghana will always be an interesting job for anybody who is looking to hire, for anybody who is looking to get a big job. In the world of football, the Ghana job is a big job. As for that one, let's not play with it. It's a big job. Yeah, I can ask you a question.
Do we know why the other two are not considered? Because now Carlos Quiros is qualified, but there was Paulo Bento, and then there was Jorge something.
It was Fernando Santos. And then later on, Slaven Bilic entered the equation after the EXCO meeting on Friday.
Do we know what tipped the scale for Quiros?
No, I think...
Is it just more World Cup experience?
Yeah, and I just think if you look at Quiros and Fernando Santos, who I think initially also... I think he was a strong second.
Fernando Santos, former Portugal national team coach.
The winner of the Euros with Portugal. But his football style was considered a lot more than what Quiros provides.
A lot more defensive.
Yes. And
has he coached in Africa?
And you would also want to consider public sentiment. If Quiros is even generating this kind of sentiment, you can imagine the hoopla that would have been generated by. Sometimes you don't need those kind of distractions.
Why is it like people don't know him?
Fernando Santos?
Yeah.
No, people know him. People say his football is not attractive, and
why
he's old.
Why didn't they give it to
Paulo Bento?
Because I thought Bento is much younger. It looks more innovative.
And again, public sentiment weighed heavily.
I wanted him actually.
General public sentiment was heavily against Bento because they felt he was the antichrist of football.
What does that mean?
He plays haram ball.
What's haram ball? What is haram ball?
Also very, very ultra defensive.
Okay. They want a bit of flowing football.
And the banter was that if Adu beat him at the last World Cup, what is he coming to do in Ghana when?
But he still qualified for the next round when we
when we didn't. But that's what I'm saying, that sometimes we let the banter affect our clear appreciation.
So Quiros is a safe choice
for now. Yes. I also think the ability the amount of money on the table and his willingness perhaps to accept the money on the table now was a good one, and then his perhaps willingness not to look at a long-term arrangement now.
What I find interesting is that he hasn't worked with a black African team.
He was coach of South Africa.
When?
He qualified South Africa to the 2002 World Cup.
Oh, okay.
He didn't go because there was a dispute.
But he qualified them.
But he was the one who qualified the
2002.
Yes.
All right. But I think the work he did Egypt was decent.
Yes,
to take Egypt to the AFCON final with a very average team.
A very average team who played some horrible football. But they were very hard to break down. That was the most important thing. But they were very hard to break down.
I think at this stage, Ghanaians want the team to progress.
Yes.
The beautiful football, when
you have the talent,
it's beautiful.
The beautiful football comes. That's what I'm saying. That national team football is by.
Even Brazil is beautiful football. It's not taking them anywhere these days.
Yeah, they brought Ancelotti to come and fix the problems there.
Brazil has been. When's the last time they won the World Cup? 2002.
Yeah, it's been a while.
When you were in Legon.
Yeah.
So Brazil has suffered.
Yeah. Brazil brought in a coach who's considered, I've forgotten his name, is it Doriva or something? He was the Fluminense coach. Look, he's one of the most innovative attacking coaches I have ever seen.
It didn't work.
Charlie, they were getting lashed like all over the place. They say, Maza, you are attacking football. You wait for us.
So they went. So
wait for us.
Why did Brazil go for Ancelotti? Because he's also not done a national team before.
Because the thing is this, and if you read the Brazilian papers and Brazilian journalists, they also complain about the loss of identity. Their game has become heavily European.
Yeah.
And there's this thinking at the moment that you cannot win the World Cup playing the native
Samba
South American
football.
style.
No.
The game has gone way beyond that. So you need somebody who can bring that. You also need somebody who has authority at the moment.
So Ancelotti now he says he won't even play a Neymar.
Because a Brazilian coach would succumb to the pressure.
Oh, so they are like us, eh?
Oh yeah.
Their media will finish you.
Charlie, but there's no difference. That's why we are the Brazil of Africa, and they are the Ghana of South America.
So Ancelotti is a strategic. Bring an outsider who has authority, he has experience. You can't criticize him.
Understands the current game of the modern European powers.
And as a man manager.
Yeah, because now you have to navigate France, you have to navigate England, you have to navigate Spain.
Because if you're looking for Ancelotti for a long time,
these are the big boys. Now you have to navigate Croatia.
I think Ghana, we should rally around this decision, because from what you're saying even about Ancelotti, and I'm looking at Queiroz as an experienced coach with over 40 years of experience, he has seen a lot of things. And I was
telling you that's my first thinking of what would have moved Kurt and his people.
Yeah, Charlie.
This man will not get us embarrassed.
We'll be decent.
Yes,
we will be decent.
Yeah, you play the games and you think like he will give you a chance to be in the game. Considering the kind of group we are in, he will give you a chance to be in the game as long as possible.
And it's not the worst group in the world.
Yeah, but
it's not the worst group in
Croatia, Panama is not.
So
if you're a bit sensible, you can navigate.
I've seen a story. They said Patrice Evra was commending Queiroz, and that he was one of the reasons he signed for Man U. I also think his different languages he speaks, his vast experience, and the fact that he's an older man can also help with man management. Because he's seen a lot. Sometimes when the coach is young and hot-headed, it may be difficult. But he's 73. He's like your father's father. So I mean, you know.
So we will see.
I think we should just support the team. And see what they can do. So
it will be interesting to see what he does. I think he will take the Mexico game next month, and then he'll take the Wales game.
The Mexico game, I'm told, because it's not a full international break. It's more like to test some players who will be available.
But I'm also hearing some players might make themselves available
for the Mexico game.
Because the league seasons end differently in different countries. So some of our
some justify like that.
Some of the players would have finished their league seasons or would say, "Look, can you let me go because there's a match to go or something like that."
So then the Mexico game is when?
The Mexico game is 22nd or 23rd of next month
of May.
Yes.
And then the main match is Wales.
Second June.
And Wales haven't qualified for the World Cup.
No.
It's Scotland who have qualified.
Yes. Okay. So welcome to Carlos
Queiroz. Speaks English, speaks French, speaks Portuguese, speaks Spanish.
Let's see what
I'm sure he probably now even speaks Arabic.
Let's see.
Let's coach Egypt.
Yeah, let's see what he brings to the Black Stars.
I'm going to watch the thing you said I should watch, the 2018 World Cup match.
Watch it. I'm saying
Saudi versus Portugal. Saudi versus
no.
Saudi versus
Iran.
Spain. Sorry, Iran versus Portugal. Iran versus Spain.
Yes,
and who was the third team in that group?
Need to check.
Wow.
But just watch
2018 World Cup. So we'll Google it and watch it.
Yeah. And also, here's the thing. Look, we must also understand that we are not at the peak of our powers at the moment.
We should manage expectations then.
I think Ghanaians are fairly understanding of where the team is now. So if your team is not that good, calm down and then humble yourself.
Pray.
No, let's not pray. I think we can do very well. Bernard is right. With just the right kind of guidance.
Right.
I tend not to underestimate Ghana too much at tournaments.
Right.
And the World Cup is that kind of tournament until
we rise to the game.
Until you hit the quarterfinals, semifinals, where the traditional 8 show their faces: Argentina, France, Spain. The big boy Germany. But up until that point, you stand a good chance as any if you are smart.
Morocco was in that. Morocco was in that group.
Morocco was in that group too. Thank you.
Wow, Morocco. Wow, I'm looking at him for AFCON as well, because for me, I think for AFCON is something we need to try and win.
Yeah, I think Ghana needs to put all its eggs
in the next AFCON.
In the next AFCON
And
basket.
if whatever happens in the World Cup, if he does well, we should keep him to go to AFCON. Hopefully win it.
Yeah.
Because he has African experience.
If there is one thing that I have not been happy about when it comes to the Football Association and this approach to the Black Stars, is overemphasizing the World Cup
over AFCON. Yeah.
We need I think
we need AFCON.
We need AFCON.
Yeah, we need it.
We need AFCON.
Because since 1982.
Yeah. The World Cup brings greater money and whatever.
Charlie, I'm the only person.
But we need AFCON.
I'm the only person in the studio who was alive at the time. I mean, can you imagine?
82.
I'm the only person in this studio who was alive when we last won the AFCON. And even I wasn't even conscious because I was like one.
It is say you are Olumai.
Ha! It's serious, oh. And at the time, AFCON, Ghana was the champion of Africa because we had won it 4 times.
Oh, Charlie.
Senegal and Cameroon has come to equalize. Egypt has overtaken us, and we are still here.
It got to my time and nothing.
4-time African champions, and we've been that way. We've been that way since 1982.
If we win it, then it got to my time, then bomb me or nothing.
Were you born in 82?
No, I say 82 don't stand. They win plenty. Because
you are 82,
me. I know they see anything.
82, you are not alive.
At all.
Yeah, 82, you are not alive. Yeah. All right. What do you make of the new announcement of Carlos Queiroz?
Quite a few messages.
Who is a former assistant to Sir Alex Ferguson. I mean, guys, he's a top coach.
Had a problem at Real Madrid.
Yes, he did. Look, and by the way, if you were a coach, Real Madrid is the ultimate coaching job. So to coach Real Madrid,
whether you lose, whether you succeed or not.
You know, when some people say, some people used to say that we are going to face Thomas Tuchel, who's a very good coach. I think Croatia's coach has been with them for the past.
Yeah. He's made the last 4 of the last 2 World Cups.
Yes. So at least now, when they see the Ghana coach and his track record, they will know that they have a few things to think about.
Yes.
So we will give them something to think about.
I think that's an important point as well.
And this guy has
the consideration of the quality of the know-how of the Ghana coach.
Yes. So let's get a result against the English. Let's beat Panama well. Let's not lose against Croatia. And that's the strategy.
I think that
beat Panama. Don't lose against Croatia. You are in the next round.
That's the prayer.
No, that's the truth. If you beat Panama and you avoid defeat against Croatia or England, that means 4 points.
You
4 points you go to, and the next round, because there are 48 teams, you can meet anybody. You can even meet Suriname. You can meet anybody.
It's the lack of the draw.
It's true. If you're surprised that Brazil can meet France or somebody in the next round,
playing.
Yeah. So the World Cup there, just play what is in front of you.
I always say,
Charlie,
the Euros that Portugal won. If you look at the side of the draw that Portugal was on,
Charlie, it's like it was just working for them. And big teams are knocking each other out. And you are just playing,
dodging and tiptoeing their way through.
So there's also lack in football. the lack of the draw. The lack of the draw. So for me, I think we should support the team.
Yeah.
Now the team is set.
But Ankla to the money.
If I pay.
I understand.
Well, we are raising, but they are raising funds for the Black Stars.
I'm saying
if they should use some of that money.
Yeah, I agree. But
they should use some of that money.
As the appetite for a world-class coach goes up, Uncle Atu and his coach will understand.
I told you this time, Charlie. They won't cut last. I told they cut everything.
But guys, the good news, and it seems like we're all expectant of some good performance. But the wars of football in Ghana continue. So maybe while we are happy with this new coach, we should be thinking in the long term about how we're going to 100%, better manage football in Ghana.
100%. And whether we do it in the World Cup or not should not paper over the cracks. So we want the team to do well, but we need structural reform in the way football is managed in Ghana. And so we are not saying that. Of course, Black Stars makes us happy if they do well, but that hasn't mean they've solved all our problems.
It's just an interesting thing, and thank you, Sammy Bartels, for this. And he posted this on his X account. It says, did you know Ghana's 5 wins at the World Cup yielded lower possession and high shot efficiency, an average possession of between 42 and 48%. The Black Stars losses yielded higher possession, between 51 and 58%, but more goals conceded from transitions. At the World Cup, Ghana's wins come from defensive solidity. It's not a statement.
Forward it to Carlos Queiroz.
But it's an interesting observation from Sami Bartel.
So that it's about being efficient with your chances and not necessarily keeping the ball for too long.
Being hard to break down.
Picking your moments.
Let the other team work. And I think if you look at even the Germany game we played, it was that kind of game for a long time.
Yeah.
As compared to the Austria game.
The Austria game there. the Austria game there. I think it was just I don't know what happened to us. All right, yeah. So Sammy, thank you for that one. That's true. So I hope Carlos Queiroz knows this, and we have maybe the FA needs to do a press conference to now tell us their plan.
I think when he arrives.
Yes, their plan for the team.
I think he will arrive soon.
He's leaving Oman.
Yeah, he's left already.
Oman, do they play football?
Yeah, that's as if you're coaching Oman. Everybody plays football.
It means he's getting a lot of money.
Oman, Qatar.
He was in Qatar too?
Yes.
Oh, then it means he took a pay cut to come here.
No, I mean the Qatar job he quit.
But they will give him more money than us because the money they have plenty.
He's made money. That's what I'm saying. That at a certain level, if we were expecting Carlos Queiroz to come and
he wants to be in the World Cup to do something because
he needs it for his other things.
Yeah, hopefully he does it. Ghana team.
Ghana, you see, here's the thing, and this is the point I was trying to make to you. Right. Ghana will be the strongest team. Well, Portugal, he's coached Portugal at the World Cup, so I might be making it because he was Portugal coach in 2010.
Right.
But outside
and
of
they got
Portugal,
to the second round.
Final.
Yeah.
Outside of Portugal, Ghana might be
the strongest team he's coached.
The strongest team he's coached going to the World Cup.
Hey, then that's not bad though.
Yeah. So Ghana gives him a better chance.
Okay, let me ask the $1 million question. Will he
bring
the Callum Hudson-Odois? Will he try and bring the Edin Ketias? Where do you think his mind is?
That one I can't tell because he's just showing up. I don't know where his mind is on that. But Edin Ketias I think is injured at the moment, if I'm not mistaken.
But it doesn't look like a long-term injury.
No, I think it is. He's not been fit for a while.
But Callum has been playing regularly for Nottingham Forest.
There are issues with the Callum Hudson-Odoi situation that I cannot discuss on radio.
Okay. Are there other players like that we should be looking at?
Quite a few.
Who are eligible? I saw a kid play for Atletico Madrid against
Tofik.
Barca, very short. He was in an under-19 team, promoted for that map.
That's Spain's under-17 captain.
He plays for Spain?
Yes, he's the national team captain of Spain.
Tofik Seydou?
Yes.
Oh, what are you saying?
He left Ghana when he was 5. Also, yeah.
Oh, he's Spanish?
It's funny, you know?
Oh, no, stop that. I know, stop. Tofik Seydou. No, don't be joking with
a friend of mine who was at the Spanish embassy in Spain about 4 years ago sent me a message that, he's watching this kid. Like, I didn't take him serious at the time. But I was like, this kid looks interesting. So later on, he sends me another message. It's like, you remember I told you about this random boy I was watching play? That's him. You know, I think he's broken through well. Let's see.
Because for Atletico to play him against Barca, of course.
That was his debut, though.
Yes, and he was okay. He was maybe 20 minutes.
Yeah, we can talk to him. I don't think it's bad to talk to
but he plays for Spain?
Yeah, because he's lived in the country for a long time. He speaks like a Ghanaian, though.
Tofik said,
his younger brother also plays for the junior teams there.
Tofik.
So he went to the Atletico system.
Yes, he's an academy player.
Which means,
like I said, he's been there since he was 5 or 6.
Which means he's been well coached.
Oh yeah.
And we need midfielders. We should bring him.
We should go and talk to them. I mean,
but you have contacts in Atletico. Call him.
I don't. The GFN has.
You have contacts in Atletico.
They should go and have those conversations.
So Tofik said, "Please come and play." Spain's under 17. Ashok.
Yeah, he's done well.
Wow.
He's coming through.
Tofik Seydou.
Yeah, but I think in the end, you know, the question everybody's asking is who replaces Kudus. I think.
Isn't there a chance he'll recover?
So true. Kudus will make it.
No. I think
physically I don't think he makes it.
I want to. I want us.
I was even shocked people were mentioning Kofi Chiré that he should go and play. He can't make it.
Where is Nyama?
Nyama is working towards fitness.
Because Nyama has
the chance to make at least 3 or 4 appearances before the French league ends. If that happens, I would not be surprised.
And when I watch Nyama, he's the closest thing I see to Kudu. His style of play, same system, right to dream. I think it's in Lyon or is in
Lyon.
So Kudus can't make it.
It will not. It will be very hard. It will be such a risk.
Even if we organize fasting.
Well, I don't want to, but.
Or can we bring him to Ghana?
Is
it an ankle injury or what?
Hamstring.
A hamstring is not such a serious.
But he's having surgery. So.
Oh no. You know, quick players always have hamstring because of their speed.
You know,
so it's not a knee injury.
And they will pay particular attention to it because he had been recovering from a serious injury and then gets another injury while recovering.
But he was recovering from a different injury.
A different injury.
Okay, if that injury is solved, hamstring doesn't take more than a month.
No, but he's having surgery.
But why are they having surgery on hamstring?
That tells you that it's a difficult problem. That's what I'm saying. That they will not consider it as an isolated injury. It could be an injury born out of the one he's recovering from. So they will look at it in the context of is there a connection between the two? What did we not do? So I doubt even if he starts kicking a ball, because when does he finish?
But you know what?
And all those things get on the
history
pitch.
will guide me. You remember?
They might not risk.
You remember Asian was our best player in 2006.
Yeah.
Then 2010 he was injured.
Yeah.
But that was our best World Cup.
But that was the point I was going to make. You know, before you mentioned that the absence of Kudus for me is not too much of a problem if the team is organized. The organization of the team takes
critical.
away the fact that you don't have this type of player. So there's a lot more focus on being a unit rather than being dependent on the individual brilliance of one player.
You know, the 2010 team, they were both organized and also good.
Yeah.
So they had Asian before his injury, Muntari, of course, Apia, Koja Samoa, and Asamoah Gyan. So even though they were very organized by the coach, so that was like the best combination.
You had that team was loaded.
Players who
that team was loaded. You had Anthony Annan, you
Yeah.
had Kelvin Prince Boateng,
Yeah.
you had Prince Dego,
Charlie.
you had Jonathan Mensah.
Serious?
You had Hans Edusape.
Yeah.
You had
of course Olele was in the
Olele
goalpost.
Was in the goalpost.
Yeah.
You know, it had energy.
Sule was there.
Yeah. A young Dede Ayew.
The other team I like was 2015 when they had
2014 or 2015?
the 2015 team for AFCON final.
Oh, okay.
When we had the two DMs, Wakaso and Efri Aqua.
Yes.
That team was very good.
Yeah, I was there for that AFCON.
That team should have won the AFCON.
Yeah. Again,
it was bad luck.
A very strong unit.
Very well coached.
Very well-oiled machine.
I remember I used to listen to the BBC's Zimbabwean guy in 2016 said Ghana has to win the AFCON at some point because he was saying from 2008 they've always been a semi-final, and that if they don't win it, we may regret it because it was like a 15-year period of.
And therein lies, I think, Ochoado's greatest failings. If with the two squads that you've just mentioned, the 2010 and the 2015 squad, it was the ability of the coaches to fit all the parts at the right places. I think that was the biggest problem Otto had. Otto didn't have bad players. Otto struggled with finding the best places to put
how to use
the players. That Bernard Avle's best partner is Caleb Kuda. Kakra Forson's best partner is Godfred. And this side, that is what he struggled to do.
Which is what Avram did well.
Yes, those teams, everybody complimented whoever was next.
Wakaso and Efri Aqua were just amazing in the middle of the park.
That
when one moves, the other comes back.
Comes in. This one does that. This one does that. There was of course there was an over-reliance on Asamoah Gyan, but the team was designed to work for him.
Yes.
You know, because at that time his knees were starting to. He wasn't too well.
Yeah.
Also, we need.
And then
to
our last good
out.
Team was 2017.
Yeah,
2017 was AFCON were fourth. Yes. That's the last team that who was in that team. Jordan was there, Andre was there. So that was the 20. Koja Asamoah was on his way down. Yeah. Since then we've never been.
We haven't been decent in a while.
Since 2017.
We were at the World Cup in 2022.
It wasn't a very good. That World Cup stuff, we lose guard anyway. That's a different matter. But after beating South Korea 3-2, just draw against Uruguay and qualify.
The Uruguay game, we went in too emotional. I think we should have.
Even the Portuguese game, we did pretty well.
Well, yeah, the referee decided to.
Yeah, it was 3-2.
Yeah, some Wams penalties.
Yeah, you know, a different mentality would have gotten us a result in those games. Yeah. We're not far behind.
Yeah, but that reminds me, the people they shouldn't send the supporters. You are cutting me.
No, I'm not. We've argued with the minister. Anyway, Charlie, look.
You argued with him, man.
He says he's not using state resources to send their supporters. He said their supporters, he won't use state funds to send them.
But how would they get there?
He says people are donating money, so the state will facilitate. So whatever
what
money
are they facilitating?
When the money is donated, then they'll use that money to help them to go.
$9,820 per head per the calculation.
This is a donation.
Our brother Kofi Adams gave us.
It's a donation.
It is not a useful use of donations. You should stop it. Look, if I know people donate towards causes that they believe in, but you can perhaps also redirect
their causes
to more meaningful and long term. And I'm not saying Ghana shouldn't be supported. Okay, I think it's very good that we're able to support. I wouldn't mind a drive to send supporters if, let's say, the World Cup is in Argentina,
where it's going to be difficult to travel and there's no
there
Ghanaian.
are no Ghanaians. How many? You can find 3 or 4 Ghanaians over there. You know, all the Ghanaians are everywhere.
Argentina, they're Hoa.
But America,
plenty Ghanaians.
Bernard, in Boston, in Worcester.
Yeah.
Area
70,000 Ghanaians.
No, I don't even go. In Worcester alone, Ghana could play a game at a decent field and fill the stadium.
Yeah.
There are enough Ghanaians.
There are more than enough Ghanaians in Worcester alone.
We are not talking about New Jersey. We are not talking about New York.
You see, and here's the thing. How many tickets are being made available?
That we are even going to.
That you might have a lot of, and I've seen this before. We've had a lot of situations where we carry the supporters and they don't get access to their games. Most of them are outside. I've seen it before.
They are seeing Jama
outside. Most of the supporters don't make it into the stadium.
They don't get the ticket.
No. They will make their trip, but won't get to the stadium.
Say abortion on Bezomoko.
And do they come
You
back?
see, that,
Then you do America idiot. Say never funny sir. After hot dog back, bro. They are not complaining.
I know.
They just want to go, man.
It's not that somebody is getting in the way of somebody's dream.
It's all called the US.
Like, it doesn't. I don't understand the rationale behind it.
Vim, they say Jama.
Why the Ghanaians don't want Jama?
No, they say they need a core team of Jama people so that when, like, you know,
locally
they'll raise the song.
To do what? What song?
Hey, 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 hey. That's it. No?
We need
the Osubais to do it.
I don't know. When Ghana played Germany in Stuttgart, those who went will tell you they were in the streets in Jama. The Ghanaians was there supporters union there.
They were in the streets in Jama.
Why the Ghanaians they told they don't have to see Jama? I mean, what exactly is it that when they want the players to see when they raise their head, see like the red, gold,
supporters
green
union, no, they are part of the Black Stars.
I can understand.
So they have to go.
They can go.
So the state is not using his money; they are using money from the donations.
But that is why I don't buy. But that is something I don't want to get.
Meanwhile, somebody says Bonsuban should replace Kudus. Who is Bonsuban?
Yeah, he plays in Saudi Arabia. He's a good player.
Winger.
Yes, a winger. He's had a very good season in Saudi Arabia.
Where was he before he went to Saudi Arabia?
He was in Belgium.
Right now, they are very good players in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah,
so
it cost a lot of money.
we will not look down on Saudi Arabia again.
No.
I was watching Al Nasser over the weekend, and I said it can be a Champions League starting team for the midfield forward, not for the defense, because you had Brozovic, you had Mane, you had Ronaldo.
If you look at the teams,
you had João Felix. I mean, Saudi Arabia, if they go to Champions League in Europe, there will be some teams.
Yeah, I agree.
So Bonsuban, if he's playing it, what team is he in? What?
Al Qassia. Yeah, it's a very strong team. So I beg, I know the government won't listen. They'll send their supporters, but you see, you are just increasing your chances of scandal.
You think so?
Oh, Bernard.
Why would it become a scandal? They say it's not government money.
Hold on, Aloski.
A better scandal still.
We will report on the scandal.
Oh, if it happens.
Nobody should beg anybody. No, Aloski, don't.
No, I'm happy.
When you touch the thing, I feel like you are shutting me down.
It's true. No, talk.
Don't touch that. Put your hands in your pocket.
Don't touch that.
Don't touch the dial.
Don't touch
I'm playing instrumental.
You're playing something.
Yes, for the airtime.
For the
yes.
You know, if the scandal pies, we will report. Nobody should come and beg anybody.
Why will a scandal pie?
Me, I am telling you, when it happens, we will report.
As in, if you take a supporters, it increases your chance of scandal.
People don't like to listen. Bernard, I have covered 3 World Cups and 7 AFCONs.
You chill. 3 World Cups
and 7 AFCONs.
Charlie, we should give you a medal.
Every single one.
In person.
Yes, in person. Physical. Every single one has come with problems. on those lines.
Wow.
We went to an AFCON where there was a strike by supporters unions. I won't mention it.
A strike?
We didn't report on it.
That they won't cheat them?
Because their food hadn't come.
Are they more than so?
Yes, they were being fed.
Ah.
They were being fed. They said they won't go.
They won't see the Jama.
They won't see the Jama. Because their food hadn't come that morning.
You can't see Jama on an empty stomach.
I've seen one where they said they won't move because per diems hadn't come.
Per diems who come?
Per diem for supporter group.
Because per diems hadn't come.
My God.
Bro.
You see?
I said they who move. Now supporters union they said.
I know they will beat me when they meet me.
Supporters union they get per diem.
You see, my motivation for doing this.
No, stay there. There's per diem for supporters union.
Yes.
There's food allowance.
Yes.
Means they have hotel too.
Yeah. But Kofi Adams told you they are going to accommodate them and they will transport them.
Hey,
hold on. The reason why I'm against this particular one, yes, look, Bernard, I practically spend half my year living in the United States these days. If the transport costs that have been done for this World Cup,
it's a lot.
Even the Americans who live there, they know the seat up.
That's about.
Even the Americans.
Cost of transportation.
The cost of transport. Bernard, if they say they'll hire, let's assume.
So let's
assume he says he's taking 200 people, right? Ghana is based on Rhode Island, right? Providence. Supporters, you don't go there and go and cheer them.
How's that training?
The distance from Rhode Island to Boston. Another bus. So let's assume we are taking 200 supporters.
And these are long distances, so because US is a big place.
That's give or take, 4 buses to go back and forth. These are limousine carriages. Pretty expensive.
Our first match is in Canada.
Yeah.
So it means from Rhode Island they take a plane to, or they can even drive. They'll drive to Toronto.
Yes, Toronto.
And then drive from Toronto back to Boston.
Yes.
And then Boston to Philadelphia.
Then there's Philly.
Aish.
You understand? So I'm asking myself, with the team based in Rhode Island, where would the supporters union be based? And they are playing in Boston.
In Rhode Island is New York.
And Philly.
New York is expensive too.
So the transportation in between, and if they are even staying in a university campus, you can rent, those ones might be cheaper. But I'm just looking at the price of this thing, the transport, which is why when Kofi Adams mentioned 9,800 per person, he didn't blink. I was like, hey, because the average US citizen will not consider spending 9,800 on watching a World Cup.
And you have citizens in Ghana who have schools under trees.
No, I don't want to say go and use the money to go and do schools under trees. Sports money can be sports money. Fair. I don't want to do
You don't want to go there?
Yeah, I don't want to go there. Sports money can be sports. But I'm saying, most often than not, these situations end up bringing the government more trouble than it bargains for.
More cost than they anticipate.
And in my experience, you see, that is because you go there and think that, oh, this thing is 9,000. Then you get there and they'll tell you, oh, overrun. So you are bringing some money from somewhere. The money doesn't come on time. Then the people start saying, somebody has chopped our money. That's when the story start leaking.
Then scandal begins.
That is when
then even begins to affect the team.
The people start calling us and saying, we be I make me sky. I make how
so it
is the same people who call us and tell us that mumbra almost say any. So I can understand the incentive to get us supporters there, but I am saying, unfortunately for us, if I were doing this, why don't I rather say reach out to the very organized Ghana community that lives in Boston?
What can we do to facilitate?
Can we get you more tickets? How many tickets do you guys have? They can get there by themselves. Okay, but it's the tickets that they need.
So just get the tickets to the Ghanaians there, and they'll find their way.
They'll find their way. There's no scandal. You still send Ghanaian supporters
or people of Ghanaian descent if they have become Americans.
No, I'm saying they are very well organized. Most of these people come to Ghana all the time. Philly is Ghana Central.
I am told there are 200 and I'm looking for the number now.
How many?
David quickly. So the Ghanaian population in the United States is growing. Over 235 to 256,000 individuals as of 2015. I'm talking 2022, so 2015. Send me 2022.
Okay, so
I'm sure almost 300,000.
So I think Mr. Adams could still, and the ministry and the government could still facilitate Ghanaian supporters Nobody's more Ghanaian than the other. We could actually get, if we are going to get 13,000 or 10,000, by your own actions here, we could get 20 or 30,000 Ghanaians in the stadium there by simply facilitating those who are there, and it will be cheaper. It will not come with the potential of the problems you are going to create for yourself by this. You see, because this, Bernard, you cannot guarantee the return of the people who you are sending. That is a big problem, because we had Okudzeto Ablakwa last year working all kinds of magic to get Ghana off all kinds of lists.
Yeah, because of historical overstaying.
Now, after the same government has worked hard and in fact celebrated itself quite loudly over that achievement, the same government wants to facilitate the travel of individuals that it knows 100%
Exodus.
It cannot account or guarantee the return of. Now, when that incident happens and Papa Trump checks his latest numbers with Rubio and says that the Ghanaians didn't go home after the World Cup and puts us on that list again,
how are we going to
thereby inconveniencing right-thinking Ghanaians who want to go and do their business again? And we all saw the clamor and the outreach in November or October when this thing happened and Okudzeto had to go and do his magic with the American embassy. Why are we going to create a problem again when you just solved that problem and give us an even bigger problem? Because look, Aloski Nkofano Komo map.
Charlie, but you Ghana will get US.
Now Aloski Brazil self, the people we took they didn't come.
Brazil,
the people we took to Brazil didn't come.
Brazil self. But what are they doing there?
No, because a lot of them bided their time in Brazil to move to other places. They didn't come
with the end goal of
entering
US.
I don't, please don't come and put words in my mouth. Prepare problems.
Is there a route shortcut from Brazil to US?
I don't know. Please, that's for you to find out.
But you think people would choose to live in Brazil over Ghana?
No, but you don't speak Portuguese, you go hard.
Ghanaians. Yakut self will learn. Yakut.
What is Yakut?
That is my point. Exactly the point I'm trying to make. Yakut you will learn. The language called Yakut.
Wow.
What is Portuguese?
Once EJB, they will come back.
Yeah. Aloski, even Brazil we didn't come. So what are you talking about?
What about Russia? And Russia we didn't go. we will have gone to Russia and not come back.
Where?
If we had done a World Cup in Russia and people would they stay there?
That's a very difficult place. It's not a dream destination.
In Ghana they teach Russian.
No, the weather cold.
So for me, it's just small advice I am giving. I think the ministry and the government can just avoid so many problems for themselves.
Don't send anybody.
By being a bit pragmatic about it. Yeah, they are going to upset a lot of people if this doesn't happen. Yeah, I know. They are right. They are going to upset a lot of people if they don't do what they are planning to do. I know. Because they have their supporters they have to appease and all those things. But ask yourself, is this appeasing of 400, 500 people
worth all the
trouble that is about to come?
For who? It is worth it for the political class. That decision.
Do you think 2014 was worth it for President Mahama?
It's actually a very serious thing. It's going to be. It's much more than the money.
Keeping supporters who sort of can metamorphose into foot soldiers or the support base. It's important. The political interest is the most important for them.
If you look at the costs financially and also reputation-wise, and some of the things it's describing diplomatically, I think it would be a very bad decision to send the supporters to go to the World Cup. There will be more time to talk about this.
Charlie,
thank you.
Let me just read a couple of messages for you.
Yes.
You see? So somebody who is very experienced with doing this thing sends me just a hypothetical breakdown, and this person knows what he's talking about.
Of the cost.
No, just he says 800 supporters in America will mean renting about 30 buses on a match day to the stadium. The logistical nightmare is unattainable.
30 buses.
The scandal will start with the travel agent who will strike a deal with whoever for kickbacks on each supporter and selling of slots by leaders of supporter unions. That is where it will start from. You see?
You mean connection? This is connection.
Connection. You will not believe the number of Ghanaians who are in Brazil.
Doing what?
This one says, I paid almost 8,000 Ghana cedis for a return trip from Philadelphia to Boston via Amtrak train. My heart almost caught.
Are you serious?
8,000. But honestly,
a train between the two cities in the same country?
Yes.
8,000 what?
Ghana cedis.
Okay.
Equivalent or yeah, calculation amount. But honestly,
okay, that's like $700.
He says, but honestly, he's also thinking of the US guys there. How many of the Ghana guys there can afford 4 hours for football while they can just work for those hours for some quid?
If they will take if the government gives them a ticket and they can take a 1 week break.
Honestly, most of the people there are taking breaks for the World Cup.
Yes, they can.
Most of them are.
Because they'll take their work break for that week. And so if I feel like the Ghanaians in US idea is a very good idea. So they should. The Minister of Foreign Affairs should rather meet with the Ghanaians in the US. And
Seth Mia says I should tell you that he messed up Nigerians in Russia and they have no plans of going back.
Language is not a problem. The weather is not a problem.
I am just running through messages for you this morning.
Even in Russia.
Yeah. Charlie. He says, tell Bernard, in 2022, Qatar supporters fought authorities for their per diem. It is a ticking time bomb, and Honorable Kofi Adams should be ready for the pepper he will smell with this move.
Well, we will keep an eye on this story as it develops. There are a few more messages.
Yes,
I'm reading a lot.
Can someone listen to Godfred on this World Cup transport of supporters to the US issue? Bernard and team, there are several Ghanaians, even in Ghana with visas here, who want to go to the World Cup and back on their own, but getting tickets or affordable tickets is a problem. Godfred is right. Just manage the tickets for Ghanaians here with visa ready to go, or Ghanaians there. Prince sent that from Abokobi. Bernard, ask Godfred for me, who supports the Black Stars when they are playing in the AFCON?
I can answer the question. I have time for these questions.
Okay, answer.
It's Ghanaian. You see, the supporters who are mobilized to go there are paid for. You see, let us know. We've come to think that there are some people whose job is there to support the team. When the Black Stars play at the Accra Sports Stadium is 40,000.
We go.
Are there 40,000 supporters union members in Ghana?
So it's not necessary. It's not necessary.
So are you telling me that the other 38,000 who paid and lined up to go there, that's what they didn't go and support?
And to add to what you are saying, let's assume if
who's supporting more than who?
Let's assume you've raised 30 million in fundraising. Now that you've brought Carlos Queiroz, spend the money on the team and use the rest to develop grassroots football. Honestly speaking, I think they shouldn't send any supporters to the World Cup.
Charlie, really, I like this person.
Good morning, Citi CBS.
Yes, I remember the Brazil World Cup overstay. One guy was in a Vice documentary, and this guy ended up in the US. I kid you not. This guy said there was civil war in Ghana in 2014. We can't civil war that.
The excuse he gave when they tell me why he ran away was that there was civil war in Ghana in 2014. So he needed to leave.
Charlie, serious thing.
Yeah, well done.
Good morning, guys. The idea of flying fans is simply an unnecessary distraction. They should just concentrate on the team. Bernard, over 400,000 Ghanaians living in Brazil. Are you sure? Oh, no, David, are you sure?
400,000.
No, it's too much. Hey, Charlie, why are you getting these numbers?
No, America.
Brazil?
No. Hey. We have 198,000 plus Ghanaians in the US. So Brazil can't be more than, I don't know, 400,000 there.
All right. I think a word to the wise is enough. We'll take a short break. This is the City Breakfast Show. Kofi Adams, don't send anybody to the World Cup.
Zion.
When the trouble comes, our job is to report.
We
will report because we'll be there.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Attention all Ghanaian students in basic to senior high schools. Want to win 15,000 Ghana cedis? Join the Kofi A. Terrier Good Citizenship Challenge now. Form a team of at least 5 students and embark on a community service initiative that will make a real difference. For more details, call 050-591-0960. The final submission deadline is 30th June 2026.
Oh yes, are you looking to explore Ghana? Not sure where to begin? Why not let Ghana Tourism Marketplace help you plan the perfect trip? With Ghana Tourism Marketplace, you can easily book hotels, discover exciting tours, rent cars, connect with expert local tour guides, and explore destinations across the country, all in one place. You can also get tickets for amazing experiences like Movie in the Park at Platinum Bay Hotel, Uncle Ebu White Theatre shows, Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park visits, Accra by Night tours, and many more unforgettable events. For more information, information, visit www.gtm.com.gh or email info@gtdc.gov.gh. You can also call or WhatsApp 050-123-3921 or 0202-700-720. Ghana Tourism Marketplace is brought to you by Ghana Tourism Development Company, your official gateway to discovering Ghana.
Easter is here and Electroland says come and shop. This Easter, make it special. Electroland is bringing you unbeatable offers, unbelievable discounts and exciting free gifts. Feel the rhythm with Samsung, TCL and Media Home Theaters. Enjoy your favorite Easter movies on LED smart TVs. You can stay cool all day with our powerful air conditioners. Want a bedside fridge for your chilled drinks? We've got you. Prepare your Easter meals on a 4 to 6 burner gas cooker with grill and oven. And make laundry easy with top or front load washing machines. Visit our showrooms or go to www.electrolandga.com. Call 050-315-9739. Electroland, home of luxury affordable electronics.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
Tibia would Timubia, won't Quadia, Mawabumbu, in Suberton, and Suonetia, if you have a one Tibensu, till you ask a crab a program, we see a 4 baby woman, Chedian Pons in a neat one and Basso, Mawa Comentu, Usua Usua, would ye and a woof munina, a Buro so, I know a Shapantia would Yakoma, the young coupon with whom my brokers yet the man and man. Christo de Hunton the Diawa Dawana. What told me put on my town for him, Memram in the Dasso, was so me sat the Michapo, calling Yama Panso, Sesena me what that's what Yasia, we need the Wanso, the table time while you be paying what that's Sujan and the Naso, and forward into Yassi, when young upon the Tiasi, we didn't even Shias in Predias and we in the grass, Nipa Bestro now, when you should cry, I Chewasi, needing name Wubunko to Yaka Senya Memedasi. Send your cassia to be but dead in Tino, and so try baby that also Kai baby I will fino. Yachida would do see be fear and so we're down with Chino. The Bompire when Sabaka would dear with yes to Dimo, open the bomb.
Sorry, I know the Babanama Wabamumbu. In a Pindinama Wakumen. Yeah, what did you want to Nani? I'm so I didn't have the Guano. Sorry, I know the Babanama Wabamumbu. In a Pindinama Wakumen.
It's 9:34 on the City Breakfast Show, and of course, if you're looking for motor insurance that goes the extra mile, Hollard Insurance has something special for you this 2026. Insure a car with Hollard and enjoy extra rewards. New customers get to drive away with free fuel vouchers when they sign up. Existing customers get exclusive gifts when they renew. Plus 24/7 free roadside assistance for everyone, so you're never stuck on the road. Call us on 0800 444 777. Visit any Hollard office or speak to your broker today. Hollard Insurance, we've got you covered. Hello, beautiful customers at Omni Basic Bank. Your security is our priority. Before engaging in any financial offer or investment opportunity, please take a moment to confirm through our official channels. Remember, Omni Basic Bank will never request for your PIN, password, card details, one-time password, or any confidential information via phone call, SMS, email, or social media. Always rely on our verified communication channels and avoid sharing sensitive information with unverified sources. For assistance, please call our 24/7 contact center 0307 086 000 or call toll free 0800 100 790. Omni Basic Bank, not just another bank. And for years, you've trusted Sunny Gold brown sugar for its consistent quality and best packaging. Now take control of your sugar intake in a more convenient way with your trusted Sunny Gold brand. We've introduced Sunny Gold brown sugar sticks in 10 grams and 5 gram paper sachets. This is the perfect one for hotels, restaurants, schools, homes, offices, or for on-the-go usage, even for large gatherings like parties, funerals, and conferences. Sunny Gold brown sugar also comes in cubes, bottles, and sachets for all your cooking and bulk needs. Sunny Gold, a tradition of consistent quality. So now we have friends from Left Signature Limited, a multidisciplinary engineering and tech company, bridging the gap between digital transformation and sustainable infrastructure, delivering innovative, reliable, and future-ready solutions that support business growth and community development. So they provide expertise across ICT, electrical engineering, data center infrastructure, software development and construction. They've done this for over 20 years. And they use an integrated approach to allow them to design, build, manage solutions that are efficient, secure, and scalable. So our friends from that institution, Yao Champong is the head of technology and business. Good morning, Yao.
Good morning, Bernard.
Bernice Ameniampong is the business development guru here. Bernice, good morning.
Good morning.
And Morgan Pabite is also in business development. Morgan, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Bernard.
Charlie, the way people have stormed my studio this morning, but your name is an interesting name, Left Signature Limited. What are you guys? What does Left even mean?
All right, Bernard, thank you so much for this question. Left is an abbreviated word.
Okay.
And Left Signature, we've been around for 2 decades now through our partners. Yes, 2 decades.
20 years?
Yeah, through our partners. We are experts in providing electrical engineering services.
All right.
And then ICT solution services to help institutions to drive what they do so that they'll be able to achieve what they do.
I see.
Also, we are able to bridge the gap between technology and productivity. So that at least, as we are here at this time, everything here is powered by electricity. And then all our surroundings is also, if you look here, everything here is ICT related. So without electricity, without ICT, you won't be able to achieve what you really want to achieve. So that is what Left Signature stand out to do at this time.
So are you electrical engineers? Electrical engineering company?
Yes, we are electrical engineering company. One arm is electrical engineering, and the other side is the ICT related services company.
I see. So why is electrical engineering such a critical part of your services?
Yeah, so as my colleague mentioned, everything that we do in this age runs on electricity. So you take from your laptops, mobile phones, lights, air conditioning, everything, almost everything that we do needs electricity. And for this reason, you must have reliable source of power. The quality of the power too must be very good so that you don't end up damaging your appliances every now and then. So that's where we come in to provide services that are going to ensure that you are getting the quality power for everything that you do, and also manage it in such a way that there's efficiency, so you don't have a lot of wastage in the system, because you can be getting the power, you pay your bills, but then most of the power that you are paying for is actually going to waste. So we also help to make sure that the power that you are paying for, you are utilizing it to its maximum, and you are not having a lot of wastage in your operations.
So you do data centers and cloud services as well?
Yes, Bernard.
Can you talk to me about that and how that support businesses?
All right. So with our data center managed services, we handle network security, where we do firewall monitoring and updates. We also handle incident and problem management at your data center.
All right.
And then we do capacity and performance management. The OS side, we do OS deployment. We also handle patch updates management. And then we also focus on what we call the OS updates and then upgrades. So with the system monitoring, CPU utilization and monitoring, we do memory usage monitoring as well. And then when we come to your cloud services, you know, what we do, most of our applications that we use are stored in the cloud. We can mention AWS and what have you. So we make sure your data is really stored. We also do on-premise installation as well with our data center service. Morgan will talk about the power side, where we handle the power management of the data center as well. Yeah.
So looking at how data is now the new gold mine, and looking at how important data is in our society, you must ensure that there's always reliable power going to it, that you don't lose data that you've stored on it. So we install UPS systems, we install generator backup systems, and also solar to ensure that at all times you are having power. So we sync all of these power sources together. So, and we set priorities. So solar and ECG can be the main priority. When that fails, your UPS will hold it for some time for the generator to also kick in. And we do maintenance on all of these systems as well. So we design, we install, and we maintain them.
I see.
And with the UPS, we do the sizing of the UPS, the sizing of the generator, installing that. So, and we also let you be able to monitor it from a station. So, for instance, you have a genset, you don't want to run out of diesel before you know that you have to put in. By then, your power is already down, you are losing data and all that. So we have a building management system that we also install for institutions. So you can monitor the level of fuel in your genset at all times. When it's running low, you get an alert and you are able to fill it up. You can monitor the battery health. You can monitor the cycles that you've run, so that you can do preventive and corrective maintenance. So because of all of these solutions, you realize that at all times your systems are safe. They are not failing you at every now and then. We also do supply of electrical components. So maybe you are also having a data center, you are having a system that you are running, you need some spares, you need to even purchase electrical products to build the system yourself. We also do supplies of that. So we have very quality electrical components, right from transformers, switch gears, breakers, cables. I mean, everything that has to do with electricity, any component that you need, we supply that as well.
So this is on the engineering side,
and
there's also the data
center
and the data center side. Benes, you haven't spoken here too. So you are in business development on what side? On the data side or on the engineering side? On both sides. All right. So you do software development as well.
Yes, we do.
Can you talk a bit about that?
All right. So our software development approach is very seamless. What we do is that we listen to your needs as a client, and then we build something to suit you. We also do the general ones. You talk about ERPs. And then we talk about document management systems. We talk about online attendance system and attendance register. When we go here, realize that most of the companies we have in Ghana, they do the paper manual attendance system. So what if someone gets angry and then take the document? Means you don't have any traces of it. So what we do, what we can provide is a smart attendance system where you don't need to manually write anything.
So how do you clock in?
All right. So it takes a picture of your face. It captures your image. And then it takes the timestamp of the time you get to the office, and then record it and sync all together and send to management or HR for.
So when you enter, you stand before the thing.
And so you can even sign on your smartphone. Okay. Yes, you sign on your smartphone, and then it does that for you. You don't necessarily need to be at the entrance. The moment you sit on your desk, by your desk, you can do that.
But you can also set it up at the front desk.
Exactly.
If you are it's like an access control.
Exactly.
So you guys can provide it.
We can provide a system like that, and then
the report will go to management. So the HR manager will know who came to us at what time.
Exactly.
How expensive is it?
Oh, it's not expensive. We can talk about it. We can talk about it.
So you can do such a thing for us.
Oh yeah, we can do that for you. That for you.
Where are you based?
Lashibi. Close to the MF Estate.
MF Estate.
Yeah.
What kind of companies do you provide service for? Is it SMEs, large companies, banks?
So we provide services for both private and public institutions, and then also being a domestic or industrial or commercial.
So you can come and set up something in somebody's house?
Yes.
Sure.
I see.
Yeah.
So what makes you different from your competitors? What makes you stand out?
So, because we provide integrated solutions across IT and engineering services, there's no need for multiple vendors because we focus on reliability, professionalism, and long-term partnership.
So you're saying if somebody has an IT problem or an engineer or electricity problem, you can solve both?
Yes.
I see.
Precisely.
There aren't many companies that do that combination?
I don't think so. So they focus on one. You see one, maybe basically ICT. They focus on ICT. If it's electrical engineering, electrical engineering. Yeah. So we have combined the two because of our expertise in this.
So, Benis, what's the future vision, or what's the company's vision? Where do you want to be? What do you want to see? Where do you want to see this company?
So our vision is we want to be a leading engineering and technology provider in Africa, driving innovation in IT, infrastructure, cloud computing, and smart systems.
How can we contact you? Somebody wants to talk to you about work or whatever. How do we get in touch?
So our number is 025-6111-811, or you can email us on info@leftsignature.com.
info@leftsignature.com. What's your website?
www.leftsignature.com.
That's LEF signature.com.
Yes. And Bernard, before we...
No, you need to repeat the number.
Okay, so repeat the number.
So the number is 025-6111-811. 025-6111-811.
0265-611-811.
Yeah.
All right.
Bernard, so we've introduced what we call the Left Power app. The Left Power app enables you to make a request of your power challenges at home, offices, wherever you find yourself. So you can go on the app and then you download the app from the Play Store or the App Store, and then you install on your phone or your smart device. You'll be able to make a request, being generator repairs, being solar installation, be wiring problems, and then also your load assessment needs. Your load assessment needs. You realize that sometimes you have so many gadgets, and you realize that some of them are going bad, and also the cost of electricity you pay. You realize that no, you're not supposed to pay that much, but when the bill comes, it's over the roof. So what do? We come and conduct a load assessment for you. Then you'll be able to understand what power is going waste and which one is being utilized. So we are available for that service as well.
Contact Left Signature Limited via phone 0265 6111-811.
025-6111-811.
025.
Yes,
Sorry, the number is very complicated. 025
6111-811.
All right, 611-811.
Yes.
Wonderful. We've been speaking to Yahweh Champong, who's the head of tech and business at Left Signature, and Bernice Amini Ampon, business development executive, together with Morgan Babite, who is also from that company in business development. Welcome. Thank you very much for being on the show, guys.
All right, thank you.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation. The City Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
Kuma has always dreamt of commanding his own military forces.
Attention! Eyes right, stand at ease.
Because that dream is still a vision in progress, he spends his time commanding his money with the EcoBank mobile app.
Operation Supplier Payment. Dispatch 1,000 units of currency from Accra to Benin. Move! Move!
Sometimes he wants a little extra control so that he can buy only what he needs.
Command Center mobile app. Activate virtual card protocol and initiate payments for sneakers and t-shirts. Abort mission for leather coat payment.
Even when the general is fast asleep, his standing order marches out to sort his bills. With the EcoBank mobile app, you can command your money to make safe transactions in Ghana and across 33 African countries. Download the EcoBank mobile app on the Play or App Store today.
By the left, about turn.
EcoBank, the Pan-African bank. EcoBank will never call or send an SMS asking for your PIN, OTP, bank card, or Ghana card details.
Every woman deserves hair that looks and feels amazing. It starts with the right product. BO16. After relaxing, your hair needs serious care. BO16 neutralizing shampoo removes all those relaxer residues and restores your hair's natural balance. Itchy scalp, dandruff wahala, BO16 treatment shampoo will rescue you. Leaves your hair absolutely divine. BO16 detangling conditioner. No more painful tagging and breakage. See how smoothly the comb runs through. Now you know my secret.
BO16. Express yourself.
This advert is FDA approved. The GC brand. It's all about you.
My friends, I'm a very happy man. Let me share my testimony. I needed a home at a prime location, but I didn't have enough money. The little I had was too small to buy even a studio apartment, but a friend of mine introduced me to invest to own from Priority View Homes. I invested the little money I had for only 2 years. True to their word, at the maturity date, I qualified for a 2-bedroom luxury apartment at a prime location in Accra. Now look at me, living in my own home without the usual hassle. If you want a stress-free home to live in, I would advise you to sign up to their invest-to-own policy in partnership with Omni Basic Bank and say cheers to a new home. You may call Priority View Homes Limited on 055-588-2294 or 024-4068-477 and you will never regret you did. Priority View Homes. There's no place like home.
Looking for a burst of flavor in every sip? Discover the refreshing taste of Piva beverages. Enjoy the classic Piva Cola flavor, perfect fit anytime. How about a fruity adventure? Try our delightful Piva orange fruit drink packed with recognized citrus flavor. Craving something exotic? Our Piva cocktail fruit drink brings the tropics to you. For a sweet and juicy treat, grab our grapefruit drink and don't miss out on the refreshing Piva tangerine fruit drink, bursting with tangerine flavor. Piva Cola, Piva Orange, Piva Cocktail, Piva Grape, Piva Tangy. Grab yours today. Available now at your local store. Call us on 055-00-322-31. Piva, a taste you love. This advert is FDA approved.
P for Piva.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Nerupona. The baby aja to bako jabana sangane. Hayona nua ontona blebane. Ede kafile tuma tukeja le bokuliza. Hey, hakala sinya for baby aka makuliza. O salami, akosuma Naomi. Baby adami, numwa me va minui. Otama ni toma, tu amasa sanvo milama. Ogadama milama, nana jola yanikama. Amido kofiama, chichi maton liama.
9:54 on the City Breakfast Show. A couple of quick announcements for you.
Yes. When you buy anything, it's got to be the very best. We have Diamond 42.5 hour grade cement. It's the highest quality cement on the Ghanaian market. We have 32.5 hour grade as well. Great value for everyone. You deserve the very best. So make Diamond Cement your number one choice for all your building needs. Deal with us directly. Locate us across the country. We are in fact, our factories are in Aplauta, Kradi and Boepe. 0244 313-368 is the number to call. Diamond Cement is still as hard as a diamond. And if you are looking for a best of flavor in every sip, please discover the refreshing taste of Piva beverages. We have Piva Cola, Piva Orange, Piva Cocktail, Piva Grape, and Piva Tangy. Grab yours today. It's available at a local store near you. Call 0550-032231. Piva beverages, a taste you will love. The hottest slogan in town is "Part to Part" from GCB Bank. Mega Gantuan prizes are up for grabs. We're talking about the ultimate all-expense paid trip to the Global Football Fiesta next year, plus monthly TVs, fridges, cookers, and many goodies. Prices not the finish, so join the winning team. Deposit and maintain 300 cedis or more in your GCB savings or current account. That's all from December 2025 to April 2026. Save, win, go with the Part to Part promo with GCB Bank. Global Football, here we come.
All right, a couple of birthday greetings came in much later. Let's read them before we come to the rest of the comments. Good morning, Caleb. Birthday dedication to a hardworking staff member of Zenith Bank Graphic Road, Martinson. Today's his birthday. May he enjoy the day and God's blessings. You don't add a surname, but I'm sure Martinson knows himself. Zenith Bank Graphic Road. Happy 10th birthday to my daughter, my goddaughter, Inshira Ameya Treme of Cherryfield Montessori School, sanitation and cupboard monitor.
That's right.
As you hit your double digits, may God give you double of everything. Love you, Auntie Mamle. Charlie, she's a sanitation and cupboard monitor. Happy birthday to Akosia Ansa Entry, Managing Director of Enterprise Insurance. Your leadership continues to inspire excellence, drive growth, and bring out the very best to everyone around you. Wishing you a year filled with even greater impact and success. There's no name attached to the message, but I'm sure you know where it's coming from. Prophet, your proposal on the supporters union issue is based on reason and principle, but what they are looking at is what will end up in their pocket. All our Citi CBS, some of us need the $60 GFA tickets to secure our own visas to go support the Black Stars and other activities. But the GFA has not even given any modalities on how to get the tickets since FIFA made them available. Scandals will come.
Well, Frank from Tema, go back to the Ghana Football Association website. And do a search. There is a link that takes you to a platform that deals with the tickets. If you do that and you have a problem, send a message back to the platform. I will try and help you.
So he's supposed to get. So you can't get a visa without a ticket.
That one is for the embassy to do. I don't know, but I can help him with this.
What he needs to do.
Yes, there's a link on the Ghana Football Association website that takes you to a platform that deals with the GFA's tickets allocation.
Right.
So you should try. If he's already done that and he didn't succeed, then maybe we can put him in touch with somebody at the Football Association who can help him.
Nice one. But a few more dedications. Happy birthday to Akosia Ansa Entry, Managing Director, Enterprise Insurance. Very well. We did that a bit earlier. Okay, sure.
Show me your 360, Gogo Sakala Lizashi. Ella Fanyama, Ngogbado, La Kofashi. Hey, Yawado Gakuku. A Koganam Lali, Aloha Jiba Magda Kuku.
Alright, so that's all we have time for today's session of the show.
Naomi, hey, Vanessa Biko, Fanamiata Dito, Majilado Goma, Lemia Potata Gito, Gidi Gagi, Yentoma Kiko, Ashato, Afuato, Lemido Koviama.
Alright, so Shibaba Beni is here with City News at 10, after which you have brunch in the city. My name is Ben Adable. I did the show with Gofera Kotoboafu and Caleb Kuda and Francisca Kakra Fossen. Shiba, good morning.
Good morning, Bernard. Coming up in the bulletin, Education Minister defends government's decision to recruit 7,000 teacher graduates, and Ghana Revenue Authority